Hello and welcome all. I'm your humble game master TJ, and this is Dice of Ages, CrestVahllen, Argent Flame. We left off with some crazy stuff happening last time, but first and foremost, does anybody have any challenges or quizzes for me before we continue and move into it?
I had one and I forgot.
You had one? It's alright. If it comes to you, let me know. You could do it in game if you like. Okay, cool. So let's just talk about what happened last time, because we're going to get into it. So, as the well wall begins to fade, as it closes from where you were in the late evening of the 15th of Achiel, you had a standoff over the vision, like the eyes from the vision under the in the Fort catacombs. All of you debate what should happen with the eye, and a log gets a new hand fan toy, appears out of some shadows. Yes, beautiful. Slay. And before a large bubble from within the well wall kind of pops out, and this small halfling within open hoofgarb comes out of it. You eventually convince Shade to stand down, and the halfling seems to recognize the blue fish fucker, as you have dubbed him, or at least the two pieces of the blue fish fucker, and now calls them Bastien Poursuivant. You, Meckel, sense that neither of these individuals are long for this piece of space-time fabric.
Bacon in the pan, I think you kept.
Bacon in the pan.
Yeah.
Bacon in the pan, slipping around in the grease. So,
God, I'm hungry.
So Osfer asks for your help to resurrect Bastion, sprinkling brackish water on the corpse and seemingly recognizing Zemdak somewhere, but calls him Greaves, which is a little strange. You do recall that they said King Anki at one point, and some conversations about Anki line do occur. You, Zemdak, try to reach out, but there's a cacophony, and you stop it because something's not right, and you didn't want to get a migraine. You examine the body, and you determine that at some point, especially during the battle, they were flickering between life and death. So there may be some wiggle room as far as when something died and when something didn't die. Even though this thing was probably entombed for who knows how many years, it was alive for a moment, so who knows. Suddenly, the well wall begins to open back up, and these elves, seems to be elves, in elvish-style armor with big gold bucket helms that completely obscure their face, seem to walk through. The one that's spearheading it had taken their helmet off and has some set of wintry aesthetic to them, but they're flanked by a bunch of other battalions of forces that appear to have these hand ship cannons that they're holding, but they don't look like gunpowder cannons. There's something else. They look more filigree and clean, and perhaps like of shiny metal. It's not gunpowder. Whatever that is, it doesn't seem to be kinetic. You flee immediately and try to close the doors as Shade uses her sight to close it again and try to reinforce what was the magic that was upon it before. And you guys jump up in the Sky Lounge. Argus, you're able to identify Log's new toy as the Cloak Wisp fan, which when it blows air, which I'm going to say is like a 3-foot cone. Kind of that type of thing. So maybe like your upper body, maybe you can make invisible as long as you're blowing at it. I believe is what we discussed about it. Like it blows the disguise away and it blows the image of you away. So Bast and Osfer, you originally learned while Osfer begins to talk to you about, were just recently 769 years into the future. And one of their other training, what'd you say? Oh, nice. One of their former companions was this other high elf named Maveroon, who they realized through some traumatic events was destined to eventually become Lady Masha, today's Lady Masha. and perhaps was flung back into the past. We don't really know. It is then realized that the vision of, it's not clear whether the vision was referring to one eye or both eyes, or who knows, of these emerald and sapphire eyes, are what they had seen, or what Osfer had seen as Lady Masha's eye in the times that they came through, and had a very oppressive, controlling aspect to them, which you've already experienced their power, just what it is by themselves as they transformed into monsters and caused magic to disperse. Also, Trisheni recognizes through Masheni's memory that her sister had seen these a couple weeks before in the court of Lazy Masha when the baker's dozen were there, and she had both eyes. So if she has both eyes a couple weeks ago, and you have two eyes now, what does that mean? So, Meckel...
The multitude of things.
The multitude of things. Shade, or Meckel, you talk to Shade about Vlad, and you're asking about what she would do, and she doesn't really know. She just really wants the eye to help suppress magic to keep her away from the conclave and keep her hidden. You also learn that you described to Shade that Argus was able to sever the connection with the doctor, and she seems, and you offer that maybe he can do something similar for her, and she seems somewhat intrigued. So, learning about how dangerous the eyes are, you ask Shade if you can hide the eye from her, the one that she has, and it takes some doing, but eventually you are able to persuade her to hide it with a lead box that Zemdak puts in his bag of holding. As she eventually acquiesces. You had intended to put both of them in there, but you secretly snuck one into Log's pocket without anybody else noticing. The group eventually, you decide to wait within Shade's dreary domicile, which is her version of the mansion, which is just a recreation of the Conclave's secret prisons, but with amenities like hot tub and places to chill and like boudoirs and rooms with beds, lots of beds and lots of mirrors and other types of things and like a fighting pit and an infirmary and those types of things. So less like a prison, but still cell doors, just it's like if you made a mansion out of a prison. Very Walking Dead style.
Who else loves the vision of the boudoirs in the dungeon?
Yeah.
That is
Very
just
German dungeon, yeah.
I feel dirty.
You should.
Speaking of dirty, Meckel, you have like astral project during your dream for that night and witness a like gruesome birth scene with this Ibkest woman that you had seen in some of your memories of this like body horror type birth, and then after this happens, she is put into a vat. To be suspended. She's still humming this song that seems this like lullaby that is so eerily familiar to you. It does talk about this later, but at that same time, I believe Log was there as a cat rather than a wolf, and you were there as a rat, along those lines.
After pulling Log in.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But these tanks did seem to be like Anima Jinn-like, as far as you would understand. It's very like, mad doctor, scientist experiments, Frankenstein, that type of shit, of like a back to tank type of style. So, but after you finish sleeping, you're able to resurrect Bass because apparently he was alive recently. So the
Raised dead.
the
Resurrection?
when you keep them so that you can
Gentle
repose.
repose.
Thank you. My brain is not working today. So the gentle repose was able to hold on to it for that moment of life. You were able to resurrect them. The Osfer and Bass reunite, and Trisheni prepares to send them to the capital of the Protectorate, Strita, which has been renamed recently. But while this is happening, the Bugbear Log interrogates the Sea Elf regarding this deal that he had seen through some of these visions. And there was this white cow person, this blue fish fucker, this voice, a deal being made. And he's like, okay, yeah, but what's going on? And Bastion said, okay, look, I made a deal. There was this salty crone that allowed me to talk to this like vision in the deep, deep, deep depth. And I made this deal and said like, hey, I need you to do this thing. I'll give you power. I need you to go cleanse something that's happening in the land that's contaminating my ocean. And he said, okay, did it. And then he also revealed like, I didn't do a very good job and I got punished and I was forced into and coerced into an even like more strict deal. So I am, we'll see what's happening with me. Has a little like sludge slime companion with him. But Log being, it was rehydrated when you were resurrected.
Oh.
We had actually spoken about that. I did rewatch it.
Oh, did we?
Yep. We spoke about it. Yep. So because you had been resurrected by a bunch of water, it just soaked up the water. It just came up like it was a little dehydrated little cube in it.
I didn't use
Dehydrated.
him in the room of doom because I thought he was still dead. But that was my fault.
Yeah, that's all right.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Log, reckless as he is, says, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. And
what you're saying.
asks her, do you know about Yitzglotl? And a bunch of shit happens while she's doing this, like preparing for this transportation stuff. And you say this word of this unmentionable creature and summon, the wrath of something that should not be named.
The flying spaghetti monster? That?
Yeah, perhaps. You sense that this is happening, and you try to use your channel divinity to protect everybody, but you're unable to protect Osfer and Bast as they turn into spaghetti and are sucked into the fabric of space and disappear. Sorry. And then after
you are not sorry.
After the break, we talked about how we rewinded a little bit and talked about what everybody experienced during the evening. So we talked about the cat and the rat and a little bit more specifics of that gruesome scene. Meckel had experienced it. You tried to alert Thraz and the Dreamweaver of what was happening. You were able to pull Log through. You try to commit everything, Log. You try to commit everything to memory of what you were seeing as this newborn child is carried away and the scene fades into oblivion. You then convey this to your party, and Meckel and Shade from the previous night, that morning, realize that the doctor's genetic memory seems to be input into all of their creations, which perhaps would explain the telepathic connection, and which makes it even more important that perhaps this be severed, for you at least.
Well, for her, for Shane.
Right. The royal you. So, in the wake of this, you eventually decide to head back to the tower, Vlad's tower, back in Fort Yeda. Shade is a very accomplished mage and is able to just bamf you there as long as there's not too many people, and is able to teleport you back. Argus, once you get there, it is noticed that Vlad is nowhere to be found, and the place seems abandoned, and Shade starts to panic and wants to do what she does best, fade into oblivion, because that's what she does, especially when she feels like something's not right, and you say, wait, hold on, and you convince her to stay. I may be able to help you. I could sever the connection. Calm down. Let's work together. And she acquiesces for a moment, and you ruminate on what's going on with this genetic memory stuff, and hypothesize that this may be, as you're talking about the history of what's going on, Zemdak and you had remembered, like, oh yeah, some of the history of the Morhi Rai, these fabled monks of the temples, of the monkish temples, the 3 monkish temples that are throughout CrestVahllen, that have this thing of genetic memory, where they may not be actually related, but when another one comes about and then sits into the title of the Morhi Rai, they gain the memories of those that were before him. Kind of Avatar style, reincarnation kind of style, but they're still who they are. And this sounds way too similar to what the doctor is doing, and since the doctor is doing a bunch of stuff with genetics, very well could have been taking pieces from these types of things and messing around. So there's a lot of grafting and other things going on here. And as you figure that out, there is remember that there was news of a recent Morhi Rai like being reincarnated, like a new one that came about, which perhaps makes sense because they appear when the world needs them most, you know? As Thraz is being like, look at all my cool curios, you, and in describing like how you first encountered a well wall, you begin to see the dawn's rays, and Zemdek starts burning as one of the like ray tracing rays starts being reflected from the dawn through the window directly onto him. He's like, quickly jumps into whir. As you guys notice, spiraling on a tether, spinning around the tower is a monkish individual, a human a monastic individual in open hooves garb that appears to have a short sword or some other type of cutlass or blade or dagger or kunai attached to the end of this long braid that wraps around them several times, that they're using gravity expertly with dexterous to reflect the dawn's rays through the window. Amazing feats of dexterity this person is doing. And you're like, oh fuck, we're under attack, we're under threat. So you had jumped into whir. She jumps in through the window. You guys try to keep her off, and it's not going very well. And so you desperately just say nope, and you teleport her out of the tower onto the dunes outside the wall from the window. What's up?
We flew up and talked to her.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did do that. Yeah.
And so I'm flying outside the window right now.
Yeah, you're flying outside but like you were, and she was like.
I tried to banish her, and
it didn't work, and she like didn't really. You weren't like actively hurting her, so she didn't really pay you too much mind. She was focused on this dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to give you an idea, if the tower is like a part of the wall of Fort Yeda, and like just slightly on the interior, there's windows that go in every direction, right? The window that she got teleported out of was the dune facing window, like outside of the walls, the one that's like perimeter, so not the interior then beyond the wall, the outside of the wall. So which would explain why the distance is there. So she's outside the wall, outside the tower. Those who can see her, she's down there, and you see her mutter, but your magic is starting to warp. You're like, shit, because something's happened as the event horizon started to take over. Yeah. You see her mutter, especially those that can read lips, see her mutter, Dorkennen, as she looks at Shade, standing 8 foot tall in the window, Dorkennen. And then you hear Shade mutter, and like she kind of growls under her voice, Morhi, as their eyes are locked. She's blind, she doesn't have eyes, but their gazes are locked. And that's where we are. So, lots of stuff. Let's get to it then. I think that it's a little bit more intense than all of you just like waiting there and chilling and seeing what's going to happen. The tension is palpable. There is this kind of bullet time going on at this current moment. You are in whir, correct, Zemdek? Everyone else, who's flying? You two or just you?
We two.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're both flying?
Okay.
Are you outside?
I don't think I was, but maybe.
You were at one
You
point.
cast fly on both of us.
At one point you
Okay,
were.
that's why. Yes, that makes sense because that's why I have the 4th level spell. It was a little crazy at the end there.
I'm trying to remember if I inspired anybody.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think I did.
And then I still cast Vortex Warp to get her the hell away.
Yep. So,
Okay.
first thing we're going to do is actually resolve this event horizon. But what I will say is, if you guys have reactions, you can do so to interrupt this thing that's happening. But this thing is happening. If you guys want to try to do something about it, you can. All you can use as far as action economy is reaction because it's happening like now. But it's a big thing. You see her bend space and time, and you see her just get kind of sucked in the a spiral of fabric of space and time, and then appear on the other side of the tower down in the dunes. And then you see that, but that fabric doesn't just snap back to just being the regular fabric of reality. It continues to bend and twist and become that kind kind of black hole gravity on the grid Einstein depiction of it just continues to sink in as light begins to bend around it, and you familiar with like things like the pulsar and your gravity thing. You feel, especially while you're flying, you don't have a whole lot of friction right now. You're being sucked towards this thing rather violently. It is pulling a lot. It is also growing in size. Those of you who, it's interesting because you are probably the only one in a certain direction that you don't even see it because it's only visible from like one side. The fabric of reality looks normal from this side, so the entire Fort Yeda isn't seeing this. And you're not seeing this either, but everybody from the tower and her and space is seeing like fabric like bend and twist and get sucked into just like as if a laid out silk sheet had a bowling ball fallen through and it started to spiral and fall. You're getting sucked through. You guys can even feel the intense pull of this as some of you begin to lift off of the ground and are sucked through the hole of the window there. If you can fit through, I believe Whir is probably and Shade are probably the only ones tall enough to be able to like go out like this to not get sucked out.
I'm pretty tall.
Yeah. If you want to try to do that, I mean, I'm gonna give everybody like a roll to do that. But you guys, if you have any reactions you want to do in this moment, this thing is violently. We're talking about like 10 G's pulling you through this thing. So.
I can't see it, so I can't do it.
And Argus has no idea what's happening. He just sees Trishani go and like be sucked through the air.
It's not a spell.
And how's my skin feel
Otherwise
with
I would-
all of this? Like, with what's going on?
Oh, you got
there?
tingles. You got tingles.
Yeah.
You
I
feel
also don't
so you know how like it sometimes
That's
glows.
good.
So it's glowing brighter, and you feel some of like the dust that sometimes falls out of the cracks of it get kind of
it's
pulled
not.
up, like
But-
very Infinity War style, like and like glowing dust get pulled through and in that direction.
Oh yeah.
Like parts of your body are falling apart, like it always does, ever so small, like to ever such a small degree every time.
Yeah, Thraz, like, getting near there would probably just, like, squish himself down to actually go through the window like that.
Okay, so you let it happen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, yeah, because as far as Thraz knows, this is the best way to find things.
That tracks. Does anybody else have anything they're doing in this moment?
I'm
do-
technically blind because I'm inside a Whir.
Right. And how do we talk about how that works? We didn't.
Nope.
You didn't, like, build,
he's
like, a magical
surrounded by
camera or
He's
anything.
surrounded by
Nope.
darkness,
Yeah.
by magical darkness.
Right. Right. So you just make Word do the thing. Yeah. So Word can see, but has no way of
Communicating to me right now.
Yeah. How you can
Did
see.
Argus
So you'll
get-
have to build like a camera or something at some point. Yeah.
Did Argus get sucked in?
Argus. So interestingly enough, you can't see it. It's sucking from one direction. Like it's in like this broad cone. It's sucking from the tower, and like it is sucking very close to the tower, and everybody who's in the tower is getting kind of like sucked out.
It hasn't engulfed the tower yet,
Generating
TJ?
suction.
It is generating suction, or gravity. I'll say, not suction.
Is the tower turgid?
But it's not like in your direction, so you don't see it. You just see Trinity go. Whoa!
Who?
I'm making the deal,
Trishani.
by the way.
Okay, I heard
You-
Trinity. That's
I
why I
did
was
too.
like...
Yeah.
Sorry, I just said it real fast.
Do I have any clue what's going on?
Roll an Arcana check, I guess.
Arcana.
But like this is happening fast. Is
I
anybody
have-
doing anything?
I have something that's not a reaction that I'd like to do. So,
Okay, cool. I'll let you do that if you roll well on a saving throw. I'm about to do.
sweet.
9.
9.
No. Yeah.
Who knows with Trishani? I mean,
I'm a little crazy. It's fine. Let's see.
Well, I would fly back towards my people, so I'd go towards it.
you go towards
'Cause I
it. So
wouldn't know.
at some point, you just like go towards it, and then you go, "Whoa," and you get pulled back because you start to like go towards Trishani. You go towards Trishani or the tower.
Well, wherever everyone is.
Well, Trishani's outside of the tower. Remember, in like the
Okay.
sky with you, but you're on one side of the. So like, here's the thing that's sucking everybody in. Trishani's here. You're over here. Here's the tower.
Okay, then I'd probably wait. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd probably just sit there and be like, I wouldn't notice what's
mean-
going on.
Okay.
It's probably Thraz coming out towards it.
You just don't know.
I'm
the thing's
sitting there watching the more he.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like peeking over the tower, like what the.
What else? Is she saying?
You okay? You look over. You have a go roll perception check as you do that.
24.
24. You see there's something like the fabric of space very close to the Mohirai appears to be like twisting and gnarling, and you see what looks like wind or air because you can see her garbs being pushed away from it. Like it's pushing space and air away from it, and she's like, holding it and looking at it.
Okay. Since Thraz jumped through it, do I end up seeing him over there?
We're gonna get that in a second. So everybody who's trying to resist, please roll either. If you are trying to resist by like holding on to something, please roll a strength saving throw. If you are trying to resist by
My mind.
flying, your brain, your mind, I guess dexterity. I guess dexterity, because it's more like an acrobatic thing. You're trying to create your own leverage. Strength doesn't make any sense, and none of the other ones actually make any sense. So fuck it, just dexterity.
Okay.
I'll give you a fighting chance since that's a pretty good one for you.
Am I in between? Is the big mech in between me and the window?
Perfect.
I doubt it, because the mech you probably jumped into whir and probably got farthest away from the window as you possibly could. The portion that's right in front of the window is shade, so there's probably
There's no
shade.
way that
Everyone else then whir. So you're gonna get sandwiched between two big heavy fucks. If shade stops all of you, it's gonna hurt real bad.
I'm gonna try.
So you have to find your way through shade if you're gonna like. Stupid.
I will try to cling to shade.
Okay,
if I
cool.
start getting sucked through the.
You want to
Grab
like
underwear.
jetpack shade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sure. I'll say it's strength saving throws.
Okay.
For whir strength?
Yeah.
Just to like dig in.
Yeah. You want to
dig
like
his
grab
heels in?
onto stuff? Yeah. Sure.
I don't know.
You can like try to dig into the sandstone if you want.
Yeah,
Or limestone.
Thraz is trying to slip through whatever cracks around Shade to get through the
Sure.
window.
I mean, yeah. She's still a lithe individual, even though
Yeah.
she's clad in armor. Acrobatics
Okay.
rather than a saving throw because you're trying to do something.
Yeah.
I end up trying to read. I got a little bit of her clothing as I'm sucked between her legs out the window.
So you
'Cause
like
I
grab
got a
on.
9.
Oh no! So you grab onto her pauldron, and it's like really sharp because it's all pointed. And you're like, ow! And you let go as you get cut, and you fall, and you get right through the. And you could see the red part of her like skirt like flapping in the wind. You like try to grab it, and it's like it's slippery silk, so it just comes out of your grasp.
22.
22. So Meckel is trying to hold on, and you just go like, see, and just. It goes through the square hole, just kind of like right through there, and just right through. Are you just cannonballing through the air?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So you just see Thraz go like, woo, cannonball through the air, and then Meckel's like flailing behind him.
I would be like,
A
"Argus,
4.
help me."
So Worst tries to dig into the limestone, the sandstone. Not a very hard stone. So it just goes, and a bunch of sand comes up as his feet and his fingers dig into this and just turn pieces of quartz from the sandstone and just create big gouges in it as it goes all the way to the window. What about you, Log?
Moonchild and I both tried to resist. I got a 9, she got a 6.
Okay, so you guys both
Wow.
Moonchild gets
good.
goes,
This is good.
Great
Yeah.
saving
You're
throw.
gonna
falls
be by
up, and you
yourself.
are able to to actually stabilize yourself with your heels right behind Shade's heels as she holds on. Speaking of which,
I'm sure Argus will have no abandonment issues.
as she holds on, and you as you have Moonchild looks at you
Probably
like,
not,
thank
actually.
you, and then you look up and Whir's just like, and Whir just crashes into you, and everybody goes out the fucking window. Even Shade. It's just like, and you heard Shade go, oh, as her spine not snaps, but it sounds like it does. It just gets sucked through. So everybody's in the air getting sucked through this thing, pretty
Except
much.
for-
except for.
Argus.
Except for Argus. So you see this mass of everybody just balled up and who is led by a flailing Meckel. And then Trisheni.
So a nat 1 puts me at a 5.
So Meckel, you're trying to you reach out for Meckel or something? Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just so dumbfounded that I had worked on the calculations for this. Why isn't this working? Why did this fuck up again? Like, this doesn't make sense. I've experimented. Like, you know,
You're bamboozled.
I'm bamboozled, and I get sucked
She
in.
just
Yeah.
watches
Like-
Michael
I
fall right
think
through
you're
the-
like bamboozled and like you have an idea. You're like, I can fix this. And as you're like, you pull something out to try to do this, Michael just crashes into your back, and you're just like, oh, and both of you just, all of you just get sucked right through this thing. It doesn't feel good. It hurts. You feel like you're getting sucked through an event horizon where you're compressed to a tiny little thin strand. So all of you are gonna take 10 points of force damage as you're sucked through this thing. You don't
I'm not
see anything.
dancing.
You're not aware as this is happening, but
You
I'm okay.
can't fly anymore.
you're okay.
I'm okay.
You're okay. Good.
Because Wur is made of Eldorum, is he at all immune to this? And because I'm inside of him,
He has mostly pieces of Eldorm, right? Like, yeah, because right, most of his body is the thing, and the center of him is the capsule. That's a very
I
good
wasn't-
question.
I am part Eldorum too.
Same.
Like what? Your leg or something?
Yeah, my foot.
Your foot? No, that's not enough.
Genetically.
Like, everything but your foot gets crushed.
Genetically, I am too.
I'm like, did I miss something?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Wait, maybe. I can't tell you. Yeah, I'll say, ooh, that's a really good question. Fuck.
Which one?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give it to you. I think that the creatures made of Eldorum or items made of Eldorum are resistant to force damage that is given while traveling through like the well wall continuum.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
I think it is. I think this is kind of your home. You're not really traveling through the well wall continuum. You're traveling to like somebody that cut through the forest through the well wall continuum, or the universe of the well wall continuum, because she pretty much said like my way and just opened her own pathway and her own shortcut. What's your question?
Didn't-
Oh, I was just like, since this is kind of Thraz's.
Yeah, you
area.
are passing through it, so whatever you would get when you're passing through it counts. But it does count as you being back in this world, though. So
Okay.
like a piece of you still does,
Yeah, there's a little.
yeah, does get left behind. But none of you are aware while this is happening because you're rather than being like. Almost like the well walls make sure that you are aware while you're moving through so you can navigate a little bit. This is just janky MacGyver travel. So you guys are actually getting compressed into a strand. What's up?
It's like running.
So-
it's like running downhill in a bunch of trees in the middle of the night.
yeah,
So I lost concentration on fly, by the way.
perfect. So here's what happens.
Argus just falls.
Yeah. I think he's the
There's a
only one who's
point
not
where
affected by it.
you come back to existence and pieces of your body start to expand. You're like, "Ah!" Very like Legion from Marvel style, just insanity stretched as all of you kind of come out and like a big ball of mass of spaghetti and meatballs wrapped around each other. Your momentum from fly, however, does cause you guys, because you were for a moment at like kind of zero your own leverage, so you're gonna get shot out a little bit farther than everybody else.
I'm not over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I'm
was
sorry,
separated.
you didn't get sucked in at all. You're still all the way there.
I'm flying up near the tower.
Do I
Yeah.
see
With
them
no-
pop out
with no
there?
fly
You see them
spell
just
anymore.
disappear into
Because
the
I was
space.
staring at the Morhi and I
Yeah, if
got
you're
a
going like
24.
what the, so you see this
on my-
massive something just disappear. All of your friends in a big old ball just
And then you start
suck
falling.
and siphon
And then
into
you
a
start
single
falling.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And disappear. And in that instant, like while you're looking over there, see like pieces of it kind of come out, but you're wondering like why your perspective is changing as you are straight up falling right into the center of Fort Yeda.
Okay.
We'll get to that in just 1 second. You get flung really far. So you get flung about 55 feet away from this portal, past this Morhi Rai, into the dunes. Like, there is quite a bit of force to it. You're gonna take 8 points of falling damage,
Sweet. Okay.
and the rest of you, not so
I-
much. You're not flung as much. You do get flung with quite a bit of force.
I got a lot of things.
You all take 3
I'm
points
just
of
giving
falling.
you. Just reminding me.
Oh, I got a scroll of featherfall. and
This
a
isn't
scroll of
magical,
fly.
if that means anything.
talents.
No, one's One's the scroll. If it's the one you got
You're
from
no
me, it's
longer
a scroll.
flying. You're falling.
They both say tablet on them.
Yeah, they're both.
They
Yeah.
were made from worm skin, I believe.
Yeah.
Whir gets clotheslined by the Morhi as
couldn't use
it
it
comes
otherwise.
out of the portal to like just fully like. You see, this person has a bow staff that they've lined up with their like ulna and radius and their arm, and just to reinforce it, and they're holding it like this, and they just fully clothesline this metal being and just knock it straight down. There's no way that's not getting knocked down in this way, but
Use my fourth.
Whir takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage. This is magically like key enhanced, so it counts as magical damage if that means anything, and is knocked prone. That is all they do in that moment, because it's pretty much that's what they're doing as their opportunity attack, rather than letting you go. She's like sentineling, hitting you, knocking you down. She has like an ability that's like sentinel, but it also can knock somebody down if they're trying to run past them. Clothesline. So the rest of you are about like 20 feet away, kind of like, including Shade. Shade has also got hurt from that as well. But even though the Morhi and the Dorkana were so focused on each other, the Morhi chose to, if they're going to stop one person, stop the mechanoid thing with the vampy boy in it. Great, you're falling.
Dimension door over to him.
Okay, cool. So here is Dimension Door a reaction?
No.
No, it's not. So you're gonna.
Do I have enough before I hit the ground? How high up am I to cast a spell?
How would you? I have a question for you. If you can answer this in a way that you could convince me, how would you know that you would be about to fall?
I would. What do you mean? Be about like?
Like, how would you be able to anticipate that you would be about to fall? Because as soon as you're falling, you fall, unless you have a reaction to stop it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have an action to do something. It would have to be like the turn before that was about to happen. Does that make sense?
The
Unless you're
tower
falling
wasn't-
60 feet.
Unless
he's
you're
up
falling
higher.
more than 500 feet. In an instant, if you don't have a reaction to do anything, you fall 500 feet straight down. Boom. That's
Oh,
it.
you're screwed.
Because 60 feet is feather fall. You
Yeah,
fall.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I have a tablet of Featherfall,
It's up to
but
you.
I can't use that, can I?
You are about the tower is about. I believe the tower itself is about 100 feet tall up to its steeple. You're about like 80 feet up.
Isn't
from, like, one
Featherfall
of the
a
tower
reaction?
rings.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall like 80 feet.
But using a tablet isn't a reaction.
No, it's not.
Well,
No.
we've
with that-
talked about this before.
No, but if
though.
the tablet spell is a reaction, I suppose it would use that type of action.
Yeah.
I don't see that
'Cause
would be
we've-
really dickish of me to be like a use item has. No, that doesn't make any sense.
we've done that before for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You fuck it. God damn it. I did it again. God, taunt me with that. I say it too much. You see below you, like there are people. There are stands. There are awnings. It's very Aladdin style. You're falling through stuff. You're gonna fall through some stuff. Bizarre style. There is a possible way you could maybe try to break your fall. Who knows how much damage you're gonna cause? Or you could try to maybe like somehow redirect yourself, or you just fall, or you
can't.
use the tablet.
I'll use the tablet.
Okay, you begin to look like a undexterous dwarf just tumbling through the air. The most like your beard flies in your face and you can't see anything as the wind like plops it up under your face, and you just reach in like under your belt and just pull something out. So the image is perfect because Argus is falling, his beard is completely in his face, and he's like tumbling like this, and reaches down into his pants, pulls out a tablet without looking, and just snaps it over his head, because that's literally the only thing you could do right now. And then your beard slowly comes down from your head as you like a light, much lighter on top of like the canvas canopy of one of these vendors, and you feel like you're sitting on somebody's head. And they're like, "What?" And they're like, "What are you doing? Get off."
Depends. Do I have enough time before it's falling for me to cast a spell to get over there?
Yeah, because you're falling 60 feet.
Right.
So you're gonna be 20 feet above the ground right now.
So they see a north falling.
But you can't see over the wall at this point. 'cause
It
the
doesn't
wall's-
matter. I have my skill.
Ah, right. Yes, you have the what is it called again?
Well, and I
the
think there's
eyes of the-
something about that in Dimension Door.
In
too.
Dimension Door, I don't have to see.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to see. It's correct.
And it's too far away for me to Misty Step anyway.
Yeah. Are you Dimension Dooring then? So before you hit the ground, you just Dimension Door. Awesome. So reaction, crack the thing over, beard in the face, deep breath, about to drop, dimension door. This fiery portal appears before you, a brimstone that you just hear a yawning, like all this air hissing out of like a volcano tunnel as you just step through it, and it just spits you out with like a little some sprays of little magma spit out with it as you step out that spray off the bottom of your boots that then turn those little pieces of sand where those drop sand into glass as you step out. That's fucking cool.
I was waiting for the glass.
Cool. You're there now.
Okay.
And you see everyone else all fucked around you. And we're like knocked down. Okay, so at this point, we're in initiative, I believe. So let's roll for initiative. That was all just the resolving the event horizon. That was insane.
I'm gonna use it.
We just spent 40 minutes figuring out
Yeah.
how we're good, how one thing
Otherwise, it'd take
happened.
me forever to get over there.
Yeah.
That would just be a whole
So here's the deal. God damn it. We're gonna use this just for help for. My goodness. We're gonna use this. I can't do it.
I didn't say Moonchild did alacrity on me today. Damn it.
We're going to use this map here just so you guys get an idea as to where you are visually, just as a visual aid, because space is going to get really wonky if I have to explain where 8 different characters are in the theater of the mind, especially if it's just on the dunes.
Plus, it's
you're-
warping. So.
If you guys, I have stuff. If you want to see where the wall is, I have stuff. I don't, unless you guys want to use the wall and what is happening here right now, or the tower. I don't see it's going to be necessary, but just let me know. So.
Is it daylight or nighttime?
It is.
Day.
It
It's
is
dawn.
like
Dawn.
dawn. The sun is like mostly. The sun has mostly crested upon the horizon, so there's only like a sliver of the sun that is not past the horizon now. So we're moving from orange light into yellow light right now. So we'll just put
Sun has
Kira,
Argus's face.
or I'm sorry, the Morhirai. Let me change this up. Real quick.
Yeah.
Just going over my head.
I actually totally see Thraz like actually grabbing his legs like cannonball style as he was spinning through that.
And then landed into a dune just.
Oh yeah, just like a little ball.
Yeah, rolling for a bit and then.
He's gonna be more mad that he didn't get anything out of his travel than the fact that he took damage.
All right, so we're gonna see. Ooh, can't move this right in the way. Move this. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. So the Morhirai, the human, is right there in the center here. We're gonna put her. Yeah, right there. You can see. Meg, you are in whir, so right now I'm just gonna put whir on the map.
Yeah.
You are prone right in front of this person.
Yep.
Thraz, you are over here. I'll move just a little bit this way so we have some room here. You're about right here. Argus, I'll ask where you want to be in just a second. Can I have Trishani back?
The new minis on top of that black box there. Yep.
Trishani, you are prone all the way over here.
Whee!
Probably actually at an angle a little bit more over here. Log, you are also. I don't see how any of you would not be prone. If you all want to roll dexterity saving throws, you can. You are going to take falling damage.
You already gave us.
You already gave
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant. Like you took falling damage.
They all failed their throws.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just.
Yeah. Are you okay being prone? Because it was ridiculous. Like it's fine. Like, you're
I'm
close
not
enough where
okay
even
being
if you
prone,
stood
but-
up, you'd still be able to get.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Thraz
It makes more sense.
Thraz really
story-wise.
did like cannonball himself through that horizon.
You
so.
do break Moonchild's fall because you hold on to her, so she doesn't take any falling damage, and she won't be prone.
Aw. Yay.
Because you're a good dog. You are a good friend. Meckel, you are
Yeah, you don't make us
straight
holler anymore.
ostrich head to sand. Over here. I think it's everybody, yeah?
Besides me.
Argus.
Yeah, Argus, where do you want to be?
Yeah, you get to appear where you want.
Well,
direction
first of all,
is
I
the
was
portal?
falling, so I have no concept of where anyone is.
Oh,
So-
wait, what happened there?
All I know is I saw you guys coming out of a portal over
Why is
there.
that so dark?
Because that
There,
light
there's
went
also
off.
didn't there used to be a light over here too?
Yeah, you have to turn on the light for the battle maps.
No.
Yeah,
that's
if it-
just dark for.
there
because I
used to-
didn't turn on the.
There used to be a light over here.
You had
I
it.
know why. I know why. because
Yeah.
I didn't turn on my cameras. That's all. So, yeah, I moved it over here and up here because it works better. It's all right. I got it. Just gotta turn this guy.
Argus is
Yeah, figure something out for him.
I wouldn't know that you guys all got blasted that direction.
I mean, you just step through the portal or
Alright,
fly
yeah.
through the portal.
All right,
fall through
cool.
the portal.
So
I thought you.
what do you
I
want to
thought. I thought the last thing you saw was us kind of start to appear as your perspective.
All I saw was
changed.
apart from you guys getting starting to get in there. So I had
Oh,
no
okay.
clue where you
Yeah,
went.
they didn't. You guys didn't even fall before they teleported, and then like as you're stepping through, you see them.
So I would be probably on the side closer to you in front of her, like maybe 10, 20 feet.
Cool. So the Fort Yeda is where my DM screen is.
Okay.
This is like, let's say this is the wall of Fort Yeda. Okay. Could make it super easy.
So, like, halfway
the
between-
portal appeared on like her side over here, and that's
Okay.
and it went. And that's why they all went that way. Sorry.
Well, I'd because I didn't see any of this. All I saw was them starting to come out of the portal.
And
Higher.
the Morhirai standing there.
Right. So I would be.
I need shade.
Oh, where's my? This would be super helpful. Where's our shade?
There's Argus.
So let's go with like right here.
Your camera's frozen.
It is.
Yes,
Oh,
it
mine
is.
is. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna step godlike out of the portal.
With the sun.
A fiery ring. Just
Thraz needs to get some of those glass beads.
They're just everywhere.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Okay. Cool.
So, like over here.
Right here? Cool. I am not one of those people that's going to make you keep your momentum after you come through Dimension Door unless it's really, really funny. So this is fine. Okay, also, you stepped really cool to Godlike. I think that's too cool for you not to like.
And
Yeah.
I was slow falling. So
That's
Yeah.
true. You were feather falling, so it's fine. I forgot about that. Cool. All right.
Like
feather. Yeah.
any sort of momentum would have been you like just lightly touching onto the ground as you step through.
one
Yeah.
other question,
What's up?
TJ. Is the
portal.
That actually is really like
Event
that's
Horizon
actually the
still
cool,
there?
It opens up above you.
Is it still there?
yeah?
Roll intelligence saving throw.
So TJ.
We can't just-
the
okay.
portal opens up under me, and so it comes up above me, and the fire rains down.
Oh yeah, you
That's
fall
cocked.
like portal style. Yeah, yeah.
But that also keeps him. That also keeps him kind of godlike, feather falling
Yeah.
onto the sand.
Yeah,
after
you
that.
alight as the magma falls.
I didn't get to see it.
There's
though,
this,
but my
like,
head's
little-
in the sand.
Halo of glass around you now that's spread out that looks like that Lichtenberg kind of glass
Yeah.
of when lightning hits the sand, but it's more like magma just splooshed right there. You sploosh onto the ground.
You gotta get that.
Yeah.
I never thought I would hear that described for a fire priest.
Meckel, you're so sad you missed it as your head is in the sand.
Like I said, I can tell
No.
something godlike happened, but I couldn't see it.
He's full ostriching.
14
14
for the
you-
intelligence
you
saving
see
throw.
it begin to sputter and fade away.
Okay.
It doesn't like you feel like there was possibly a possibility where you could have asserted your power onto it and maintained it, but that could have taken a very big toll onto you, and you realize it's just a moment too late.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
You were like literally one away. Sorry.
So we got initiative. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
That's correct. Let's go. Somebody keep track of that for me.
20 to 25.
20.
23 for the Morhirai.
I got a 20.
What's your dex?
22 for
12.
Shade.
So I'm pretty sure I go first.
So, Log, you're first.
I rolled a 19. Don't you understand?
That's amazing.
Log, you're first.
I believe. Let me double check my dex. You said okay. Yeah, I go first.
23 for the Morhirai and 22 for Shade.
Yep.
And Argus. All right.
anybody ties, I'll tell you what
15 to 20. I'm 16.
Okay, so then just. So what did you get, Log? 25?
No, I got 20.
Or
They,
20?
they both got 20.
I got a
He's
20
just-
too.
I got.
Also.
You guys know
22.
what order you're going to know.
Yeah,
because
so
of
I
Dex
go-
thing?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Argus
I'm more
is a-
dexterous than the
is a-
armor-clad dwarf.
10 to 15.
For some reason.
Surprising.
Weird.
Is that for you or for where?
Both. We share the same initiative.
Yeah, they go on the same
Am
time.
I the only one left?
Yeah, you are. The
Meckel
only-
got a 4.
No, yeah,
Trisheni.
Trisheni.
Oh,
Oh, we had talked about how
5 to 10.
you can just put your abilities into while you're
9.
inside, where you can put your abilities into his attacks.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you're just playing as Were right now, but if you wanted to like cast a spell that doesn't require touch and like that, you can't see.
Right.
Because he can't cast the spell. But he act like as a familiar or like
10
a
minutes.
weapon
It's
if you
not
needed
night
to
owl.
smite or something like that.
Yep.
Or sorry. Oh, I guess it's only one.
Cool.
cancel
All
is
right,
one
so the Morhirai is up and
Morhi-
Shade is on deck.
Okay, the Morhirai is up. The Morhirai is going to.
minute. Go back to the bottom.
Where's is the opening to the Were on top, on the back, or
On top.
on top? Okay, it's like a porthole type of like submarine, that type of thing.
Submarine hatch kind of
Okay,
thing.
cool. They are going to put one of their feet directly on the front like screen of Were, just right on there. Whip out their bow staff and shove it into the crevasse of like the seam that is between the opening of Were, and begin to try to pry it open. And you don't know what's happening because you're blind. But Argus, I believe you see this. You have an amazing perception, and you're up and not with the head in the sand. Wood staff against metal, especially alien metal, you don't see things happening very well. But as she, well, let's see.
Disadvantage to hit that.
This is just a strength check. She's not trying to hit. She's just prying.
She doesn't have to hit to get it where she wants it. I mean, we're all moving.
Okay, but you're prone, so it's straight.
Straight roll.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
That hits.
Okay. So then she's foregoing one of her attacks to do pretty much like the reverse of a grapple. She's trying to like pull, or like
Pry.
pry. Yeah,
Yeah.
pry open. She's crowbarring, but without a crowbar.
She's using the crowbar advantage.
She doesn't do Argus. You don't see too much progress, but you don't see anything like splinter from the wood. You do hear the waning and the screeching of metal that's in like under tension. For somehow this wooden staff is winning over metal right now, as they didn't really make any progress, but she's doing it. So that was one of her attacks. She's gonna try one more time. That is another hit. That's another 20. No, she can't do it. So she's going to isn't able to pry it open. So she's going to try to disable it. She's gonna just beat on it and wail on it until she breaks it open. So that's her second attack. She's gonna flurry of blows. That's a miss for the first one. I think she goes to like attack one of the limbs to try to disable it, and because it's like a lattice work, she goes right through the holes and misses, rather than try to hit the actual solid parts of it. Not used to that. That is a 19. Is that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Where's the AC?
Garbage. 15.
Oh, okay. All right. So this one is gonna hit. So we'll do at this level. Ooh, I almost have to. I think I have this right. I just want to double check. Let me check.
Oh, this could be fun.
Unless you want to give Eldorum a better base AC.
I think we put it that way because.
No, I mean, that's the base
Yeah.
Steel Defender AC.
I think if you wanted to try to improve it to become more familiar with how to work and like activate Eldorm, because it's kind of like a living metal, then you might be able to improve that. But that would take you become a little bit more familiar with it to like do stuff with it. You just kind of cobbled this thing together.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a couple of these. That's the first. So her first roll of those missed. Second, not. That's 20 points of bludgeoning damage, magical bludgeoning damage for just one hit. She got max damage, and she's going to try to stun.
Okay.
Is Were immune to stun?
He's a construct.
Does it say it in the Steel Defender?
Charmed, exhaustion, and poison, not stun. You
Okay,
can't
so she's gonna try to stun him. Constitution saving throw, please.
She's shocking his gears and servos for a split second.
Yeah, pretty much.
16.
It's also living metal. Key might do stuff to it.
16.
16. 16 is just enough to pass that. So is not stunned. Cool. She is then gonna do her last attack with her braid. Because she gets, whenever she does flurry of blows, she can also attack with her braid. So one more here.
She's a Morhirai.
Yeah, she's a fucking Mori, right? These people don't fuck around.
It's-
Also, you know how insane the monks can be if shit is threatened. So that's really good. That's a 26. There's no way that's gonna miss. Okay. So 9 points of magical piercing damage, pretty much.
Conk is broken.
Whir is broken?
Whir is broken.
Whir is broken. Okay, so seeing that Whir is now like broken, there's got to be something about how this might make it easier for her to get to you and pry him open, because like not all the locks aren't like fully tensed and activated now. She's still gonna have to still pry it open, but pretty much the magnets that hold it together are not powered anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to, she can now just mechanically open the thing if she has enough force. Okay, yeah, she just goes. You see her beat into this thing, and we're just power down. That's her turn, though. She can't do anything else. Who's next?
Shades up, logs
Shades
on
up.
deck.
Okay, fuck. Why is it the whole battle just me fighting myself? Shade's gonna stand up.
Stop hitting yourself.
Not gonna, the round just started.
That was only one round.
That was only
That's
one turn.
I don't know, TJ, but we do know that you like playing with yourself. So
Gross. I think
Sometimes
Shade's going to take her scythe, stab it into the ground. You see it kind of, Argus, you see all of this because everyone else is like kind of fucked right now. You see the mouth of it kind of like open up, very, Soul Eater style.
Yeah.
As it
She ate
almost
that
like
whole
some
door
sand goes into it. What? I'm sorry?
She ate that whole door magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Well, but then
She just
put it back into the door. She closed
She
it.
did put it back into the door, but I mean,
But still.
what else did she eat before this? You do see some like sand go into it, and the scythe get angry as she takes her other hand and sticks it into the scythe's mouth, and it starts to eat her, and Ouroboros eats all of her and disappears. As then she just goes, reappears right behind. That's how she misty steps. Her scythe eats her, and then she just reappears somewhere else.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. So she just reappears right behind them. So if you could look just how much bigger she is from the
think she was-
Morhirai.
Yeah, like 5 feet tall otherwise. The Morhirai.
She's going to then just make a bunch of attacks. She's not even like using a bunch of magic right now. She'll use her nascent abilities, but she's going to just swipe at this person. This is rough. Meckel, you immediately, no roll required, you feel two exactly opposing forces, like trying to put the two ends of like south magnets together, like pushing the pressure of just existence and circumstance, just like two Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan 3 people are like standing right next to each other, and all the power is just blasting out behind them, and it's colliding right in front of them. That you feel that disturbance in the force. You feel that disturbance in like reality at this moment, and it's cataclysmic.
Not that I can see what's going on.
No, you don't see it all. You just feel it because your head's still in the sand. Oh shit! That's a nat 20. Fuck. Jesus. Okay.
wait, can Thraz see her?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
your head's not in the sand.
Cool.
You got one. Yeah.
Well,
Do you
no,
have
no.
to see them?
Yes, for that, but also
You just get one.
kinetic search.
You're gonna let her attack again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's gonna take all of her chance, and then you can. Well, yeah. I'll just add another attack on.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm just telling you. Like, I might as well. I
Do
have
you
the
need to
chance.
see her to get the The,
I think you just have to be within 30 feet or something.
what is it called
Yeah.
again?
No, it is C.
Is it?
Yep, whenever you are a
momentum
creature
point?
that you can see within 30
The
feet.
motivator
roll.
die? Oh, you have to see it. Okay, motivator
Yeah.
die. Okay, cool.
Well, I have to be able to see them to do it.
Yeah.
So.
No, to do kinetic surge. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, that one too. No,
but you just get the motivator die because
no,
she's
it
within a
says
certain
it does say in there C.
for the motivator die.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's not great damage. 7. I have to-
Optimal efficiency.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's, a creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Made myself a nice little.
Or yourself.
Which you would be 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from
Oh
her,
yeah.
for sure.
That's why I was just like, if
You
I can
didn't go
see her,
flying.
it works.
You see her slice into the back, like she digs the. Argus, you have the front row fucking cinema seat to this. It's so beautiful. It's so gruesome. She takes her scythe and it like opens up like a mouth and then swings it and attaches to like her side and grabs her like around the navel and bites on her, and you see like the tongue go like into her kidney as it like pulls around her, and you then see it rake as it's pulled out. Her robes are messed up. You see some like flesh beginning to like become necrotic as it pulls out. You guys don't know this, but she's sucking key points from her right now too. This is insane. Awesome. So she gets another attack. That is a 19. That's not going to hit. That's a miss. That's another nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
We're okay with it.
She's not getting flanking right now because war's not really threatened yet.
This is why we like Shade on our side.
Right.
It's a 30 damage on one attack.
That's why. That's why I was like, oh, Shade's doing damage.
So this is the kinetic surge attack that you gave her then? That's a miss, unfortunately. She already used her bonus action to Misty Step, so that's it. She's done.
Logs up. Argus is on deck.
All right, so even while I'm lying down, I see, okay, Wur's shit's been rocked. I know that Boots is inside there, and I know what's going to happen if he is taken out since we're outside in the
It's
daylight.
day, yeah.
So I cast Darkness.
Oh, shut up. Oh, damn it. Fuck you. God damn it.
I was waiting for that one.
I was waiting for the Boots roast. All right, cool.
We just brought him back to life.
yeah.
We're not doing this shit again.
TJ
he's
wants
not-
another new character in the campaign,
Even
apparently.
within the 30
If
day
it happens, we put him in an
You
hourglass.
stand up, you said?
Well, no, so but even before I stand up, I cast Darkness
Okay,
on
cool.
I
Wur.
would totally do that.
Yeah.
And so we've got a 15-foot bubble that you're safe in.
And Shade can still see. because
And she can, exactly. And she can still attack.
Cool. Just gonna put this under you guys.
But can she see magical
Are you centering it
darkness?
on them?
On Wur. Centering on Wur.
Dark vision doesn't really like.
She doesn't have
Oh,
dark
she doesn't
vision.
need to see.
Yeah, she doesn't need to see.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Shade can.
Hence the
Shane has like what is it? I think it's 120 foot of blind sight.
Something like
Insane.
that. So then I will stand up.
And then she has another thing that just lets her see for a mile, but that's different.
So then I'll stand up. And I'll tell Moonchild approximately where the Morhirai is.
Do that.
Cool.
Because she can't see through the
Right,
stuff.
but she can smell.
Right.
I would give her like a little bit.
Right,
help
I'm
with
just
that.
going to kind of tell her where to aim, and she'll do a.
She also
fire-
saw where they were, so
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
You're fine. I won't let her like for this one. I think was because she would still be blind going into it, but I'll say for the first attack she doesn't get disadvantage. For the rest of them, she will because who knows what's happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead. She's just running in.
Well, I was
That
going
was
to.
your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do I want her to do firebolt or do I want her to run in?
Can't she see through magical darkness?
No, she can't.
I mean, either way, that would be a disadvantage. But like he was saying, she could still
I'd say
smell.
like the first attack that she's gonna make because she just saw where they were and she can smell really good. I'll be graceful and I'll let you just do a regular one. But everything after that is gonna be because the battle is constantly moving around and stuff is happening.
Because there's a chance for her to knock prone if I actually have her run in there to have the monk fall prone. So so she'll run in and she'll do a bite attack.
Okay.
And she gets pack tactic, so that actually makes
does.
it.
So
But
it makes it an advantage. Really,
yeah, because you're saying on this one you're saying she doesn't get
Which
disadvantage. So,
side do you want her on? This side or this side?
it doesn't matter. Yeah, that works.
Sound good? Perfect.
That's not going to hit because that's a 4 and a 5 on the die.
Ooh, no, that's not gonna. You just hear.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Darkness though, fucking clutch. So mad. Who's next?
I am.
Yeah, and Thraz is on deck.
I'm going to cast Bless on.
Do you have the what is it called? The eyes of what's the name of the ability?
Bless doesn't require sight. But yes, I
Yes,
do
it
have
does.
Oh, it
Creatures that you can see, right?
Nope.
Well, it's
Within,
it says
a distance of you is all it
Godless
is.
Eye. Godless Eye. I can
eyes
only-
of the godless.
It's-
Yeah, or something like
But
that.
it should. I think it's only on my apostate spells.
Right. Bless is an apostate. Oh, you mean the ones that are always prepared. If Bless says target, then it requires sight because it requires.
You
Bless
bless up
any
to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Whoa!
In stereo,
What
even.
the fuck? You can just say, "Are you
Yeah,
near
those
me?"
3.
Yes, you're blessed.
Yeah.
I guess you don't. You just have to be. You just have to say a prayer. You don't have to
Our faith.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so brave.
please
You're
bless
so
these
brave
people.
too. Perfect.
I'm gonna do Shade. Zemdak.
Okay.
You're. I think you're too far away from me.
You can move.
I know.
Not
I was
yet.
gonna
Not
run-
yet.
I could technically, but I don't know how many people are within 30 feet of me. I'm gonna run towards Trisheni.
Straight that way.
Yeah.
You got 25.
Yeah.
Wee.
Yep. Who else?
You said Zemdak.
Zemdex inside.
Yep.
So yeah, sure.
And then I guess
What's the range of Bless? 30 feet?
30 feet. Who can I hit still?
You could probably hit Log or Moonchild. If you move and then cast it, you mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if you can hit Meckle. You can just hit Meckle if you want to. Log, Moonchild, or Meckle. Or the more he ride.
For fun. Just for fun.
I mean,
Just
I'll
make it
do
interesting.
Log.
Okay.
that could be a really
big enough.
interesting fight. Dorken and Rai and Morhirai both blessed fighting each other.
You feel warm in your pants. You don't know why.
It's weird
Because
because
that's the height he's at. So.
Yeah, yeah.
look, it's weird too because you're not drunk.
So stupid.
You feel a little burn. You wonder what you did last night.
No.
That's right. I can probably
We are
pick up
having
some
way too much
penicillin.
fun with this.
I was fucking with a rat last night.
What did you do? When you
Yeah.
were around?
No, I was fucking with a rat.
Okay.
That just answers. That just raises so
Cool.
many more questions.
My turn.
Thras.
I still have.
Is that it then? You done?
Yeah.
Thras.
No bonus
Thras.
actions or anything? Cool.
All right.
Thraz,
Well,
you go.
I already cast a spell. I can't really.
Right.
No, it's not.
That's what blesses.
All right. Thraz is gonna stand up.
I could have cast it a higher level and did more. That would have been smarter.
And you know what? Thraz is going to move right into that circle of darkness and start swinging. I mean, he's assuming that he's swinging at the Morhi, but you know,
You never know.
it's darkness.
TJ, can I cast it at second level and also get Meckle?
Yeah. Yeah, no problem with it. That's fine.
I don't know what that does.
D4.
Just adds another person.
Yep.
I have
sorry, what
to
do you do?
bless man.
Yeah.
Running up to the
All the way up?
Morhi.
Yeah, going straight
It's also
forward
first
to.
level
Where you
spell.
saw the more he
Yeah, exactly, and
Sure.
swinging.
I'll just
Such
say,
a
if you're
good
running
spell.
just straight as the crow flies, you can be right there.
So
You can't
clutch.
see though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Really is.
Just because that they haven't moved since the last time, that's fine. But what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack.
Well, and is he flanking with Moonchild?
Forgot about myself.
Technically, yes. So I guess it's straight rolls. This is so stupid. The more he is surrounded on all four sides, but still somehow a threat.
Oh,
You
Giz
can't-
is on. By the way, Giz is on deck.
I didn't think you could threaten if you can't see.
No, you're threatened as long as you're able, as you're conscious, and you are like hostile. It doesn't matter whether you can't see. If you're like paralyzed, you're not threatening. If you're stunned, you're technically, I don't think, threatening. Actually, I think there's some two circles of thought on that one, but go ahead.
I don't think it's still.
Sorry, I forgot my math there for a second.
Sure.
23.
23. What for a straight roll? You got 23.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. Yeah.
Cool.
Shit. She's hard to hit. She's really hard to hit.
Right across with that
No, it's very
scimitar. Ah,
She's no, it's you're love-hate over there right now.
I hit, but I rolled a 1, so 4 points.
Oh no. Just slashing damage, or what are you hitting with?
It's my scimitar, so slashing.
Okay, cool.
Oh, well, don't think that'll matter right now.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm also gonna expend a motivator die. Into
Okay,
her
cool.
with hitting her.
Oh, to like pump it into the hit.
Yep.
You got it.
So that's 11 points of
Total?
damage pumped in with that one.
Oh, in addition.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15. Nice.
And second attack now.
Cool. You're not spinning up yet, are you?
No,
Okay. Or whatever I called that. It's been a while.
I'm not exerting right now. no.
Exerting, yeah.
15.
15 does not hit. So you swing and you catch something and you pump a bunch of energy into it. You're like, haha! And then you swing again. You're like, nope, missed the pinata.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, is that it then?
That's
Cool.
That's my turn right now.
Who's next?
Me.
Just you're next.
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Thraz, they're going to use a legendary reaction or legendary action to now that they're surrounded, do a perimeter swipe, which is she's going to swing her braid all the way around and just hit everybody else around all around.
If I'm prone, do I sneak underneath it?
You're inside
I think
still.
because the person that is exactly opposite you is
Yeah.
so tall, I think she'll just make an ellipse and she'll just do it like so that
Yeah.
it'll hit everybody.
Yep.
I mean, you can't do more damage to where he's already
I mean,
unconscious.
She can just try to like damage the chassis to make it easier to her for her to like. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Basically, you have like 3/4 cover or full cover or whatever it
I'm
is. Yeah. It's a wonky situation because being inside something is weird.
I'm just being difficult.
As we all are.
Technically, she is blind.
Sorry. Everybody needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
That's within the.
Fail.
Isn't she doing this at disadvantage?
It's a dexterity save for you guys. It's not an attack for her. What's up? Fail. What'd you get? 1?
No, I'm
inside.
unconscious and prone.
Is.
Yeah.
Zemdak's not.
Well, she can't hit me inside of him.
Right.
So we're failed.
Unless she pierces the metal.
Oh, is that what you were saying the 3/4 cover before?
Yes, that's
was
what I
for
meant
me
by
and
that. Yeah,
myself?
yeah. So
Okay.
you get like a +5.
Okay.
That's what I meant by that. Because she could swing
Yes,
so
plus
hard
my
that it goes
D4.
through the metal, you know?
Fail.
Okay.
Moonchild got a dirty 20.
That's a success. That's just a success. Because this ability is insane. Okay, that's it then, yeah? Oh, Shade.
She's also blessed, so don't forget her D4.
Yeah, don't forget the D4
Moonchild's
for
not
you,
blessed.
too.
Yeah.
For Moonchild, those
Did she use that list?
She's not blessed.
He
He
gave it to me
succeeds.
instead.
Shade succeeds. What'd you
Dirty
get?
20.
Dirty 20. That's just a success as well. Okay, so we have 3 successes and Thraz fails then. Okay. So this is 10d4.
Bless comes in.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus!
I'll do this in little guys.
Maybe I should just stay in the sand.
It's not a bad plan, you know? Like,
see. You know what's going on.
I don't need to see.
It's true.
Is it 10d4 spread or is it 10d4 each?
Well, only one person took damage.
So either way, he's screwed.
So that's 29 points of damage for those who failed, and 19 points damage who wait, I'm sorry.
15.
14 points of damage for those
Because you're frowned down.
of slashing. Magic slashing.
I got to motivate your die back.
Yay!
Because it's 3 times my...
Oh, right, yeah, because of the rope-a-dope thing.
Yep.
Yep. So, Shade's gonna take 52. Okay.
It's like a scratch for Shade.
Yeah.
That was her legendary action. Now it's your turn.
I think Pickle would be disemboweled.
Is Moonchild okay?
She's still up.
Giz is up.
Fully
Trish
satiated.
Sheni's on deck.
I'm sorry?
Fully satiated, so I healed 9 points.
Oh, you are fully satiated, yeah, because you... That big old eye tyrant, yeah.
Yep. Would you consider we're still a creature? Yes?
Ooh, that's a really good point. Does it say when it goes to 0 hit points that it is destroyed?
No.
Or does it say that it's like unconscious and can be repaired?
It
I
can
think
be
there's
repaired.
like one time where it does get destroyed, right? There is a mechanic that talks about it being destroyed, and you have to like rebuild it from scratch.
No, it just... Mending can be cast on it as long as it died within the last hour.
Okay. Give me 1 second, because I feel like I remember something.
I assume you could do it like double hit point sort of situation.
Get some WD-40.
Doesn't say anything about if it dies, what happens when it dies. It just essentially goes unconscious.
It's broke.
It's broken.
It's broken.
That's a tough one.
So is it... That's, I guess, where my question was. Does it now count as an object or still a creature?
That's a tough one, because it's
For the purposes
it's a
of
broken
my,
construct.
for the purposes of my question, I want to cast Sanctuary on him. But technically, the target of that spell is
Has
a
to be a
creature.
creature. My instincts are saying that once it is broken and no longer animated, it's an object.
Okay.
It's because it's not a corpse, but because it can't become a corpse,
Well,
this would be the
also-
only way for it to become the object that a creature must become at some point.
But it takes a minute to heal it anyway. There's no other way we can actually bring it back. So that's why I would think object.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be an object. Yeah, it would have to be an object. When it's animated, it's a creature.
Right.
When it's knocked out and broken, it's an object. It's got to be because it can't die and become a corpse, and that's when y'all become an object.
So,
Like an object.
As long as we're object.
Oh no! I hope not. What's up?
so if it has died within the last hour,
Not
you
to
can use,
dehumanize your friend.
you can use your smith's tools as an action to revive it.
Yeah.
Provided you're within 5 feet of it and you expend a spell slot of first level or higher.
Yes, that is correct. I just read that
Yep.
as well.
It doesn't return to life until a minute in,
So 10 rounds.
but it comes back with all of its hit points
With an
intact.
action to revive it, providing you are within 5 feet of extended spell level, and the skill defender returns to life after 1 minute with all
Yep.
its hit points restored.
So essentially, I channel the healing magic into it. It takes
And
a
it
minute
takes a minute for it
to happen.
like, yeah, it's
Yes.
like cogs begin to bend back and shit.
Correct.
Sure.
So I do that.
That's the only way you can revive it. Mending won't give it back. It can only mend it while it's still active, if I'm reading this right.
Correct. Yes.
Cool. I understand. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
So channel that into it.
Cool. You
Burn
got
a
it.
first level spell for that.
So you're in there, you're inside, it's like this red light's whirring and things are like falling down and you're like, I've got it all she's got, Captain, as steam is hitting your eye as you're like pulling things and pulling out your wrenches and tightening levers, taking a bunch of wraps and wrapping around leaky pipes. very Ace Ventura inside the Rhino style.
Or just taking my magic and like
Yeah.
pulsing it into
Yeah.
the creature.
Yeah, that too.
You're being like
Moves were
rhythmically
fun.
striking it with your hammer.
Like, I know now that Eldorum can channel energy, so I'm taking like that artificer skill that
Cool.
I have, and I'm like infusing it into the creature.
You got it.
Okay. Object interaction, pulling out the portable hole, and I'm climbing into it.
Do you need enough space to unfold the portable hole?
It's a small portable hole.
But I
It's
think
the
in the
size
item
of a creature.
description, I think there's something about needing space, but I'll double check.
Because do you need to breathe anymore?
No.
Yeah.
We could actually
Stay in there
store.
forever.
We could actually just store you in your bag of holding.
Well, she
too.
could go in there too and go get
She
you.
could pull me out.
Yeah.
She can't see though.
Can you put
She,
yourself
she'd
out?
have to know that it's there.
Right. Yeah.
Well, isn't there a darkness spell inside
Yes.
of your thing too?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's darkness inside of
A
darkness.
circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. You can use an action to unfold. You
You-
can use an action to unfold the portable hole.
You said ours was so small that we could barely fit a person into it.
That's correct. However, you're right. So it's smaller. So I will say, yeah, you probably could unfold it to do that, but it requires an action to unfold
Oh,
it.
okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. So you could do that, you have to do it on a place or
Flat surface, right?
and place it on or against a solid surface, whereupon the portable hole creates an extra-dimensional hole.
So the
Which is
inside work.
fine. I said yours was smaller so that you could do cool stuff with it, and then
No,
you could
you
bend.
said we could barely fit a person into it
Yeah.
if we like
Stretch it.
hard stretched
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it's
and you're smaller, so you can.
it's only like a foot. I think you said ours is.
So
like
you
a
could
foot
probably
diameter.
hold it up, and I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
that'll
I'm
be an
okay
action.
with it. Just as long as you don't try to do some fucking Looney Tunes crazy shenanigans. But if you do, I'll probably allow it anyway. But yeah, it does take an action. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, cool.
So if I
who's
can't
next?
do that, I'll pull it out of my belt, object interaction,
all rolled up. Yep.
and I'll scream out, "Can we just talk about this, please?"
I
Okay.
haven't tried that yet.
So it sounds something like.
Wait.
Can we just talk about this, please?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. You
Wait,
hear.
did Zemdak just try and persuade somebody?
I did.
To stop trying to kill him.
It's about normal.
We're gonna be lucky if she doesn't get madder and try and kill you harder.
Kill you harder.
Can I
You
make
just
a
hear.
persuasion check?
Can you do Curious Voice for me real quick? If I tell you what to say, can you do it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what. It's been a hot second.
It was similar to your voice, I think, just
yeah,
a
it was
little
different.
bit more firm.
Yeah, it was a different. Yeah.
I want you to say, "There is no mercy for the spawn of evil."
So I'm
Do
gonna
I-
take that as a no.
I hate you because I'm about to go
I
right
don't.
now.
I don't even get like a persuasion check on that.
I need.
I'm sorry. Okay, you're asking me for a persuasion check while you're okay.
They're new.
You can say no. It's okay.
I'm activating my vampiric charm.
Oh, I understand. Well, then say that. Does it say anything? I wrote that ability down, correct?
Nope.
Let me double
You
check.
verbalized it to me. I don't have.
I
The,
have it written down.
I don't have the specifics written for me.
I have it.
I just know that it gives me advantage on all charisma checks for a minute. Or I can do the concentrated thing where it's like a charm person spell. But I'm just doing the generic, giving myself a little bit more charisma.
Yes. Let me pull my-
I hope I get to act sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you will.
Beguiling, it's called Beguiling Presence.
Yes.
You may use your action to gain advantage on all charisma checks. But so now you get to learn the ability because you try to use it. Here you go.
Now
This
it's
is
a
how
whole
you-
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So I can't do that either.
So what I will tell you the whole ability now because now you're
can
starting
still
to discover your abilities as we had talked
You're
about
finding
before.
yourself.
Yeah, you're finding yourself.
In the darkness with a
You
portable
may use
hole.
your action to gain advantage on all charisma checks with a single target humanoid for 1 minute. Additionally, you can cast the Charm Person spell with this trait a number of times equal to your charisma modifier per long rest.
Yep.
Any hostile action against the target other than your bite attack ends both of these effects.
Cool. So since I've already used my action, it doesn't actually trigger the vampiric charm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want me to give you a charisma check anyway.
You never know.
You
Dice do funny things.
you definitely called me on the fact that I subconsciously was not giving Bast, who has charisma, persuasion checks, but I was giving Zemdek a bunch of persuasion checks, and I was like,
Oh no.
I was doing that, and I was like so mortified.
Bast has made 2 charisma checks the entire campaign.
No, that can't be true.
Zemdek's made about 20.
Actually,
Yeah.
he made more checks than
No,
Cole
it
did.
is true. I've watched.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did the most talking. He did all the talking. That's
There were
why.
a few times where he had charisma checks and Cole did too. Like,
All right.
All right. So that doesn't happen.
I just cry out, and you say, "There's
There,
no."
there is no mercy for the spawn of the damned.
Cool.
But I think we need to talk about this. I agree with him, and I stand up.
Cool.
Shit.
Cool, cool, cool.
Trisheni's
You're in darkness right now, by the way.
So,
Oh, hey!
what'd
know
you
that.
say? What'd you say?
You're in darkness now, by the way.
I'll
okay.
let that. That's fine.
Okay. I stand up.
Outside, also.
I stand up, and I had said what I said.
All the way over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she covers more distance than any of the rest of us does.
Can you
So
hear?
I mean, it's like 50
okay.
feet
You have
away.
big ears.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
and we all know that Zemdak is loud.
So I start dancing as my bonus action, and I use the 20 feet that I have remaining to get closer to
Okay.
the cluster,
You got it.
and then I'm like, we just need a little bit more time. I grab a little bit of the sand because it's from the maw, and do the little like sand in an hourglass kind of thing to actually
20 feet straight towards this way.
Yes. To actually do time vortex centered about 5 feet above the Morhirai head. So it should only get.
Can't see.
I'm going on
Where
what
she remembered.
I'm
Where-
saying like yeah. so
where Trisheni
you're
remembers,
guessing, Sure. Okay. Yeah.
and she can do quick math.
Quick
Yeah,
math.
look what
math.
happened last time.
I feel better about my geometry than my quantum physics at this time. Quantum mechanics.
There's still some
so
quantum mechanics.
yeah, I'm still working on it, but like.
Okay.
Still working on it. Okay.
Yeah, so 5 feet directly above where I thought the Morhirai was, and so it should only get
Right.
from what
Right
my
in
memory,
Shade's face. You got it.
Shade and the Morhirai.
How big is it? It's like a 5.
It's a 10-foot, so
It's a 10-foot sphere.
yeah.
Okay, so a 10-foot sphere.
I mean, I don't know where Thraz is, but I knew
You're gonna get. You want the center of it to be 5 feet above her head.
yes, so that it still
I
gets
see.
the Morhirai, and I
ball.
know Shade can handle it. It's also not a
Not the
like
big one.
not a
So it's like it's a little smaller than my fist, but like yeah, it's not like this big.
yeah.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you do me a favor? Roll a luck check to see if you get Thraz or not.
Okay.
Because I think
I have a
benefit of the
feeling
doubt.
that
I don't think you're gonna get Moonchild because she's.
Yeah,
She's
she's
low.
low,
Fuck her
and
head.
that's what I would have thought about that too, and I knew that. Yeah, Zemdek's still on the ground. So that's 11 luck check.
11. Yeah, that's a success. You have to
Okay.
get 10 or higher. Yeah,
Okay.
So.
Cool.
So Thraz is not gonna. So it's just shade and everything. What do I have to do? 'Cause I
So
don't
time
remember this stuff.
vortex. Succeed on
one of the
wisdom
new ones?
saving throw for both Shade and the
Right,
Morhirai.
they like fucking get like slowed down or some shit. Or,
It depends on what. It depends.
Right.
It's kind of a just
Wisdom
let's
saving
hold.
throw, you said?
Yeah, let's just hold and see what happens.
Okay. This is magic though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Shade gets advantage on
And a D4.
it. She won't need it. She got an 18 on the die.
Yeah, that's fine.
so. Yeah. I mean, plus like 4.
Yeah, I mean
so
my spell save's
22.
17. You know,
So that's
it's-
Shade.
Okay.
The more he ride, 17.
That's my spell save.
So that just saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was worth
She's
a try.
got high wisdom.
I know. It was worth a try, though.
Yeah.
To just be like, stop. Because we've met a couple others of your order. Why are you coming after us? That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. You got it. Who's next?
Yay! I get to go. Meckel
You're
gets
blessed and an ostrich.
Meckel gets his head out of the sand and sees this big dome thing, and takes less than a second to listen on what's going on in there, and concentrates on the sounds that the bad person is making.
Okay.
Starts. I guess Trishani's like right there, so you probably hear.
I'm. Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm,
thought who's the one next to?
Thraz.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, I'm there.
I start. Oh,
Thraz, Shade, Moonchild, and Whir.
and Meckel's still under
Meckel's
the,
still back
yeah.
there.
So Meckel stands up and starts whispering at the
There we go.
at the bad one. I need a will save.
Oh, I understand what you're doing.
Wisdom.
You're
Yep,
doing
wisdom.
Dissonant whispers.
Yes,
Cool.
and I'm upcasting it.
Ooh. Do you have to see?
No, they just have to be able to hear you.
What do you say?
I don't say anything. I do the lullaby backward.
Oh, that is sick as fuck.
Metal.
That is so fucking cool. Ooh, that's really cool. That's fucking awesome.
What's the?
Worship the Fire Lord, did it?
Yeah.
It's really fucking cool. That's a wisdom save, you said? That is only a 12.
Thinking of the
So gross.
DC is 13.
Yes.
So 60.
Rolled really bad.
Oh, so did I. Let's see. 10, 12. 16 points of psychic damage. And she has to use her reaction to get as far away from me as possible.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Opportunity attack.
No, it's because... she
No,
won't
no, we
get-
do. We do.
No.
No,
the,
because
the ability
her
says
movement-
specifically that
forced.
it's forced movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, unless she chooses to do it, then it's not opportunity.
Yeah.
So directly away from you, straight as the crow flies. would be the
Move
way.
as far as its speed allows from me.
She's fucking fast. Just so her movement speed is how much she moves because she doesn't have movement if it's not her turn.
Yeah, if available, it says must immediately use this reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows.
Speed allows. Okay, cool.
away from you.
So her speed is 70 feet. So she's gonna move 70 feet
She's
away.
gone.
She's off the map.
14 inches.
Something like
Yeah.
got me a little frazzled.
I'm actually
Was that
surprised
yours?
that worked.
14 inches will do that to you.
Okay,
Good
so-
use.
So straight away from Meckel is gonna be a great. So she's literally at the edge of the table. She's off the map at the edge of the table.
And I can't see what happened. All I hear
You see
is this.
her leave the darkness.
No, I don't,
bubble.
because I'm on the
because
other
she's
side.
Right,
of
you
the
can't, you
the
can't see
devil.
through it.
You do stand up though, right?
Yes.
Sand's just dripping out of your
What
hair.
is? Oh, bless. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Shit. Yeah, that was a dope fucking move.
Yeah.
This very much reminds
The
me
fact
of,
that she's so fast makes that like
Devastating.
Jesus.
this very much reminds me of you look like you need a swim.
Exactly. Just go away.
She moved
Just
70
leave.
feet just as her movement. Imagine how fast she is when she like step of the winds and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. Gee. She moved like over 200 feet in a turn.
She's scary.
Plus, she's high enough she can probably wall walk and like do all the other dope monk shit. So
Yeah, but she's over there and she can't see.
She's got
me,
the
so
max
that's
punches.
okay.
she can get like 250 feet.
She's got legendary
210
actions. Yeah,
feet,
she's up
yeah.
there. 210, yeah.
All right.
Um,
Well, that's I'll look at the only person I
Is
can
she
see
afraid
is,
of you now, or that's it?
No, that's
That's
it. Is Thrash the only one next to me?
Do you do it on purpose?
No, I think I wrote down his name wrong.
Thraz. Yes.
Thraz.
No.
Trisheni and
Nobody's-
Thraz.
Trisheni.
But I love this
Next to you.
bit. Like,
I wish I
Michael
was
just
doing
does
it
it.
on purpose, but I'm not.
You
The,
can see everyone who's not in the darkness.
okay,
So,
I'll
log or Trisheni or Argus.
Yeah.
oh, I can see log.
Log's right here.
Okay.
Are your turn done, or are you doing stuff still?
Does
Oh, I'm
Shade's
just
head
gonna
poke out
turn
of
to
the
log and
darkness?
be like, your turn.
Technically, because it's a sphere. Does Shade's head poke out?
Okay, at the end of your turn.
It's
With
hers.
15-foot radius.
Oh, it's her
okay,
turn?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of your turn, she's
All
going to
right.
use a legendary action before her turn.
Okay.
All right.
She's going to use a legendary
Can she
action.
use? Is it a react?
It's a legendary action. It's just
Didn't she
something that
already give us a
happens.
legendary
You,
She has a
certain
Oh,
creatures have
okay.
certain amounts of legendary action, and
Okay.
some typical certain legendary actions require more than one use
enough.
of legendary action.
Okay.
Often it's like 3 is usually normal, but some have.
So
things
I'm
around, so-
going to encourage
Usually
log
it's-
to go now.
So
Not very
she's going to use
scary.
one of her legendary actions, which is a step with the mountain, and she's going to fucking run right the fuck back. Is pretty much she's going to just take her movement. She's not going to move. She doesn't want to be in the darkness, though.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
So there's like 2 different types of step with the mountain. One is be sure-footed, and the other one is the saying of the Order of the Open Hooves.
It's like be sure-footed and you will know the path or
Yeah,
something.
be sure-footed. You know, like one is be sure-footed and one is know the path, and so which both have to do with movement. God, it's so. I don't not to
Thank
toot
you.
my horn torn, but it's really cool. You came up
Well,
with that.
that was
It's
me.
Really
Yeah.
fucking cool. Okay, so they're gonna do.
Find the path, I think
Find
it
the
was.
path.
Yeah,
And-
find the path.
Which isn't gonna make a difference, because she doesn't have to see to find the path, because that's what that does. So she's just gonna go. She just goes exactly where she wants to go. So she's gonna be right there. And she doesn't have to see.
But we all only see her enter the bubble.
Enter the bubble.
Well, who's
Well, no, you don't. Well, those of us that are outside the bubbles here enter.
We can't
Yeah.
even do that because it's dome, right? So
Argus-
I can see her running back towards the
Yeah, Argus,
Yeah.
Log, and Trisheni see her just go back in the bubble.
I can
Okay.
see her fine, regardless of anything.
Yeah.
And now it's her turn.
I'm like, I can
And
only
yes,
see her.
now it's her
probably-
turn.
Yeah. Based on that,
Sounds like you might need to
my
tell us some
angles,
things,
I
Log.
can see her
Okay.
go in there.
cool.
Not that I can. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
I wrote these stat blocks so long ago. I'm so happy to be using them now. Okay, so she's going to hit you again. I mean, you're technically still prone because you're both prone. So I mean,
It's so disadvantaged.
She's
yeah,
hitting
because she can't
where-
see. Yeah, her find the path only works that legendary action if she has like a reaction available to be able to make an attack. But I think she used it
She did.
for. Well, no, she used a legendary. Well, no, she
No,
used
she
a leg-
used the react. She used a reaction
To run.
to run with my.
But now she
It
can
used her
attack.
reaction.
That's why I was wondering why I thought yes, because she couldn't use her reaction to then attack after find the path.
Yes.
Right. I knew there was something there. Okay, cool. So she's just gonna wail on you, I guess.
Yep.
Gift that
Yeah.
keeps on giving.
Does-
Shade's on
disadvantage.
deck, by the way.
Does
Who's
the,
on deck? I'm sorry.
Shade.
does the please of like both do anything? No.
Nope.
She's not attacking anybody but that, and the only reason why she attacked everybody because you were all in her way.
Yeah. I know.
Ooh, this is actually a very
well,
good
because
point.
I also came up and I was well, I didn't come up. I asked.
This is a very good point, actually. I'm gonna flip a coin for her.
Because I also said like we've met others in your order. This is not.
Mine
She's
was
not coming
mainly
after you.
nonverbal.
I know.
It's a big misunderstanding. Just like, let's have a conversation.
You hit her last, right? You're the one that hit her last.
No, I
Yeah.
hit her last technically.
Well,
No, I hit her.
The one that did damage to her last.
He did the
Just
psychic.
distance-
psychological.
Oh, I'm
Whispers does
sorry. How
damage.
much
It
did?
Psychic damage.
15? No, 16.
16.
I know I wrote it down. I'm sorry. You did damage to her last.
But she can't see me. So
Because
I'm
you know
completely
of.
She can't see
safe.
Thraz
That you
either.
know of, she can't see you.
Right, but I'm gonna go with it.
No, this is silly.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it would make sense.
Wait. We're playing a game?
No, but
Is that
like
what you're
she
telling me?
knows where the person that hit her physically is last. She doesn't know what the person that did the psychic damage to her is, and especially with find the path, she would know. So she just goes right back to where she fucking was, and she's gonna try to stun you and get
No,
you out of her
yeah.
her hair.
Not really.
Literally.
It depends on.
So it's just, this is technically a disadvantage because she's
I meant to ask, what type of damage was it when she hit us with her hair?
that was slashing,
Okay.
Magical.
slashing. That is a 15 to hit you.
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
This is divine.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Well, I don't know.
That
Disadvantage?
is a
Disadvantage.
Yes. That's higher. That's an 18 to hit you.
18 hits.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
I know you're good at those.
Yeah, when luck's on my side.
That was worse.
13.
13's a failure. You are stunned, and you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So you're stunned. I'm not going to bother bringing out the stun because it's just for a round, so just remember that you're stunned. She's going to turn to Shade, flurry of blows, and try to stun her. Disadvantage. It's higher. 18. Oh my god, what's Shade's fucking...
I think it was like
It's
a
higher than that
20-ish.
because she's a fucking blade fucker.
Door cannon round.
She sings.
It's not gonna work. Fuck. I was hoping to save this, but she's gonna have to use it now. Shit. Fine.
Are you a Foley artist on the weekends?
So that becomes a 22. So that's exactly what you need to do to hit Shade.
Actually, pretty cool.
Shade's a little con save first. It's not against me. Damage. Shade takes 18.
And a lot of things that reduce damage. That's why I'm
She
like,
is stunned as
Did
well.
you use your bless?
No, I didn't. Fuck.
Let's see.
She needs to get a 3.
Or 4.
It's cocked. Shit. That's a 2. Okay.
Harder.
Bless harder, pray harder, pray to yourself hard. I'm so brave. Okay, so
Shade's
Shade.
stunned.
Okay, I might have to bring these out because it's about to be stunned craziness around here.
I mean, Shade's up next, so it just
Yeah.
skips her turn.
It's, yeah.
Right, but she can't take reactions and shit,
Oh.
and it's important to like me to remember that
'Kay.
because Shade is insane.
Plus Thraz, I know that you do
Yeah,
reaction
he's
stuff.
stunned too.
I've
Yeah,
got so many
Synergist
things
has
that
a lot of
tied to
reactions, yeah.
reactions for me, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is the end of it, except she has her blade, which is just now since she has the two people that's been bugging her the most, stunned and out of the way, she's gonna go right back to you and use her blade.
Okay. This one's straight because I'm prone.
That's correct. Yes. Right.
You only need a 15.
It's a natural one.
Stabs yourself in the foot.
Totally, it swings a little wide because you can't see, and it's just like, ow! You just hear it.
Damn it.
I was just thinking it like,
I
I haven't done that in years. She does 14 damage to herself.
goddamn darkness.
Shit. She's still. Okay. All right, that's the end of her
Scan
turn.
open
So
But-
skip Shade logs up.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like swing around so I'm
this
not
is on deck.
blasting right past Shade.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, I'm just gonna swing around
Right,
a little
so you can
bit.
see through all of this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's like over here.
You're gonna be right here, or do you want to be like?
I don't want to be so close. I'm just swinging around so I'm like blasting over Moonchild instead of.
Stand next to Argus then.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just where I have a clearer shot at her than I do than Shade's back. I just from
Yeah,
this
that's
angle.
like a straight- you got
Okay,
a
yeah,
really
just from
good-
this angle it looks funny.
Yep. You're good. You also like as you step closer, you're crunch, crunch, crunch. Is the glass? Oh no, that was over there. But
Uh,
I think you're still hot though.
I'm always hot.
so because I'm now in sunlight,
Hate you.
because I'm now in sunlight, I now get that the weird thing with me where now I get the
yeah.
radiant soul
Yes,
ability instead
true.
of my entropic ward ability.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do 2 blasts at her, and because she's in darkness and can't see, I get advantage because she can't see.
And you get a D4
Is that part of
plus.
the? Oh, because that's the
That's
that's
just-
the
that's how
effect of
just-
blindness.
yeah,
That's
that's just-
correct.
yep.
Is it melee or just all attacks?
It's all everything.
Oh,
That one's going. That's a 17 on the die plus shit. So that's probably going to hit.
tell me exactly what it is because their AC is very high.
Fuck, what is my shit?
Attack rolls against a blinded creature have advantage.
Yeah,
So that's 23.
yeah. Her AC is 20. So yeah.
Okay, so that
You
was.
didn't use your bless.
Oh right. Well, I didn't need it.
You're like, do it, damn it! You're so brave.
Oh, the next one, if I get lower on the next one,
It's
then.
not heroism.
And that's a nat 20 on the second one.
Okay. Wait, these Eldritch Blasts? Or oh, okay. Yeah,
And now I got to add my charisma. Like basically, I get.
yeah. You get the
The
Yeah,
where I was
fuck me up,
aggravating.
fam.
Yeah. So
Well, how does Radiant Soul play into this?
because I'm in sunlight.
So you just get the extra charisma? Is that what it does for you? I just don't remember what the mechanic of it was because it's been so long.
Well, so I mean, this is what you gave me.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Remind me about me, please.
Starting at 6th level, my link to the celestial yada yada allows me to serve as a conduit for yada yada. You have resistant to radiant damage, and when I cast a spell that deals radiant or fire damage, and per you, my Eldritch Blast now does radiant damage.
Yes, when you're in sun. Yeah.
When we're in the sun. You add your charisma modifier to.
Okay, you get to do agonizing when you're in sun. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just give you the free invocation agonizing. Yeah,
right.
you got it.
It's not force, it's all radiant.
Yes, this is all radiant. Yes.
because I'm in sun. That could. It works
Have
Have you
extremely well.
fired in the sunlight yet?
This is the first time that this because we've been underground so
Not
much.
in the
Ooh,
sunlight.
Can I describe to you what it looks like? That's because this is new now, or do you want to do it?
I mean, yeah, go for it.
So very similar to like how a Pokemon charges up their solar beam.
I'm gonna have to call you Logomon.
I said some people would
Agumon.
say it's similar to this, but like you gather the local photons around like your body, and it starts to get darker around you as the photons just go, and you just fire these. Rather than being those windy weird things, it's more like dark sides right angle ones that just hit and then go superior at right angles and then like at 100-degree angles and then go back, and it's just big old light rays that just and hit, and it's all charging right in the palm of your hand,
27.
Iron Man style.
27.
27 total damage.
Yeah.
Yikes!
'Cause
Shit,
one-
you did
'cause one-
almost as much damage as Shade did.
One was
Yeah,
crit.
because one of those was a crit.
Oh shit! You are the only one that can see her, right?
Yeah.
Let me do some quick maths. She looks hurt.
So then now
She's not like hurt, but she looks like she's taking some wear and tear.
I'll yell out, "She's right back where she was a second ago." Boots, there's darkness outside of Whir. And then Moonchild will do her attack.
You got
Straight roll because she's in darkness, but also got pack tactics.
incorrect because every single person is stunned that is trying to threaten her, and Zemdek can't stun because he's inside of her.
So disadvantage.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Everybody's incapacitated.
Everybody's like not able to threaten pretty much.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
yes, 6 and 4 on the die. That's not going to hit.
Does it say just ally or does it say threatening? Well, I mean, like
think
I
it
have to
just
make a
says
rule on this
ally.
one.
I
Yeah,
think it's
Yeah,
just
just-
ally for.
yeah.
I got to make a
tactics.
rule on this one, especially when you're dark and it's everybody's stunned. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no.
So she misses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Who's next? Oh, I'm sorry. Legendary action. You see the Morhirai turn around, like, got just avoided like a nip at the heels, turned around and like looks like they're business about to be hostile. They see it's a dog and they're just gonna do a really strong monkish open hoof, which they can do this really cool thing like open palm shove, and they're just not gonna trying to hurt Moonchild. They're literally just trying to push them 40 feet away from them with a palm strike.
So you're punting the dog.
No, with their palm.
No.
Like it's more
This
like
is
putting the
soft
palm on there, adding key, and just letting them slide across the
Not
sand.
hurting the dog.
Yeah,
So-
they're
Right.
purposely not hurting the canine.
So with this being stunned, we would be incapacitated. So that's why the pack tactics as well. It's actually written that way.
Oh,
too.
yeah, okay,
It does
yeah.
say that they have to be not
Yeah.
incapacitated.
And you're like, for all intents and purposes,
I'm trapped in a can.
Yeah, yeah, you're trapped in a can.
I was trying not to verbalize that one.
So
Oh my
cool.
God,
So
oh
she's
my
gonna
God,
have to
boots in
roll
a
a
can.
strength saving throw to
Yeah.
like try to avoid this. She's putting a bunch of key into it and just going.
I really
As
want to
light
see
as she
that
can, push
Zemdek mini right there. With the,
She did get hit when the thing came around, but that was kind of unavoidable, unfortunately.
That's just 13.
13, yeah, she gets pushed away. She's gonna get pushed 40 feet away. If there's one thing these open hook people know how to do, it's
Right?
knock people down and push them away. Oh, wait, I can just use this. And it will knock them out. But she's like, it's very light. She like skids and then like loses balance and does that slow fall thing and then falls down.
Very
Grace,
strong.
graceful.
well,
the
she's
the
like-
graceful dog kind
She's
of.
like, no, I meant to lay down. It's fine. Cool. That was her legendary action. Who's next?
Me.
Argus, stunned Thraz is on deck.
Can I reach Trisheni? Running there?
Close.
Yep.
Ah.
Still blessed.
For some reason, he can't
Yeah,
run
you can
through
just
you
reach
anymore.
All right, I'm going to use Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
You got it.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Are you hurt?
And
I'm at a third of my health because I'm
She's squishy wizard. She just never gets hit.
glass
usually.
cannon.
That's right.
Were
You
you
took a bunch of
dancing
stuff before shit even
Now I'm
started.
dancing, but it was all from like fall.
so I just rolled a 1 on my Fire Frenzy.
Oh, so you
It's a good day
heal
for
her. So you heal her, and then it starts. You're like,
good.
oh, thank you. Ow,
Ow.
ow, ow. That hurts. That hurts. Stop. As your hand starts to, you're like, what do you say as you see this about to happen? You're like,
Burn, baby, burn. Sorry.
I love
Songs
it.
in my head.
I mean, I get it. When you have to dance, you have to dance. It's
Start rocking out. So you're fire boy, I guess.
use the ball.
I had an
Oh,
idea.
sure. I think I have a thing here.
Well, there's the one that's you
Yeah.
used before. That's right there.
A flame on your hand.
That's
That's better,
That's
though.
the
I
one
like
that we.
that.
That's
Yeah.
that's the menu we need for Argus. We need Argus like on fire.
Yeah, we do need another. We need you as like a fire elemental. That'd be really
Fierro
fun.
sombrero.
Yes! Sombrero fuego.
I healed you by 16.
I hit the button, so we use that as the
Almost
title
at full
of the
health.
episode.
Okay. Sombrero fuego. That's perfect. Or however you say it.
Fieros.
Grammatically,
Yeah,
perfectly,
well done, yeah.
conjugally correct. So you know what happens now, right? Because stuff happens.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, stuff happens. You just can't. You
I
can't,
can't
do certain
heal.
things. You
I
can't
can
heal.
only burn things.
You can only
can
cast
only
fire
use
spells,
fire,
right?
yeah.
It's been a while, guys.
But I also
I
get
went
all
on
my
vacation.
fire
I
spells
forgot.
back that I didn't prepare. So they are now
Like you have
prepared.
access to them now.
They are now
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah, they are now prepared, but you don't gain any spell slots.
Correct. But I now... yeah.
So you can only damage things with fire from now on for like the next minute, I think it is.
5.
5 minutes.
Because
Right.
that's what my thing was at.
Yeah, because that's what your thing was at. So for the next 5 minutes,
Unless I use the soul in my hammer. to
right, the mark
counteract
to
it.
pull
Did
it
you
out.
at least cauterize the wound you made?
How much did I heal you by? 17?
I mean, yeah.
I have to
I'm-
double
I'm-
that healing. In damage. Or I'll get burned.
Yeah, he has to deal that much damage, or he takes that damage. He like
Okay,
he incinerates
you.
himself. Yeah.
Or I burn from the inside.
Yeah, he burns from the inside out because he has to like
Microwave.
he has to like alchemist equivalent exchange stuff with fire.
But I have to double it.
Yeah, because you gotta burn more than
gotta
you
burn.
help. Yeah, you gotta make up for your transgression
To myself.
to yourself. Yeah,
I'm
It's
confused too.
This is
It's
so
okay.
great. I love it so much.
Michael puts his head back in the sand.
Love how.
The really bad part is I created this.
Yeah, we just tweaked it together. It was a lot of fun.
It was-
Okay. Anyway, so are you done then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stunned.
Who's next? Thraz is
Thraz.
stunned.
Then
So
you
moving
do
on
it
to.
by fire.
Thraz, you just hear kind of, yeah, because he can stutterly talk.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, no. It's a log singeth. She's back where she was. And that ends Thraz.
Cool.
Okay.
So at the end of your turn, Thraz,
And then,
the Morhirai is going to use a legendary action.
yeah. Some decks.
She don't know what the heck is going on with you, and nobody.
She doesn't really know what's happening inside the circle because
She can't see.
she can't see.
I'm gonna see how merciful she's being right now. Oh, obviously not very well.
Something that
Okay.
that tells me that she's
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
be merciful.
Okay, she's gonna use another legendary action to do the same thing to you that she did to Moonchild. So, do you automatically fail strength saving throws when you're stunned?
Let me double check.
Creature automatically fails strength or dexterity.
Okay,
saving.
so yeah, you're just pushed. You just
Yeah.
So you're pushed 40 feet that way, and you're knocked prone and stunned, but you're stuck in that position.
You just fall over
Just
backwards.
look like a statue that just slides and then falls.
We're still stunned after our turns on this one. Yeah.
It's
the
you're
beginning
stunned until
of
the
her
end of
next turn.
her next
No,
turn.
that's why I was asking.
Yeah, yeah.
That was actually a
I
verified
believe
one.
that's the monk-based thing too. Cool. That was her legendary action. Who's next?
Me.
All right.
Trisheni's on deck.
I'm not damned, I promise.
She got everybody but the Dorken Rye and the person she's after.
I'm
out
not
of her
damned.
way.
I promise.
You're not damned. Are you opening the hole, or are you
No.
saying that?
Are you using your ability?
I'm
first?
talking as I'm.
You're doing the
unrolling.
beguiling
Wait, are you
thing?
doing your charisma thing now?
Yeah. What are you doing? Beguiling
Which
or
one are you
open the
doing?
hole or something else?
Yeah.
Hold it.
You have so many things you want to do, and they all require an action.
Action.
Too bad you are.
I'm crawling into the hole first.
Okay.
No,
So action,
you're talking
unfold the
first.
hole, and
Yelling
then
out, I'm not damned, I promise, and I'm crawling into the
it
hole.
is very, very awkward because like half of your body is trying to you're trying to hold it as you're walking through it. It's like
It's like
it
trying to put on
sucks.
pants in the car.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like going skiing and trying to staying warm and putting your suit on, and yeah, it's exactly what it is. You eventually do it, but I'm gonna say it costs all of your movement to get in there. Cool. So you're in there, and the hole just flops in there, and closed. So it's closed, and you're stuck in there, dark with. What's in there right now?
A bunch of my materials.
Is a body in there right now?
No. I'm just standing on like a top of a pile
Isn't
of
Junk.
Isn't
Yeah.
what's his face still in there?
No, he's in
No,
the
he's in the
box.
bag.
In the
Charlie
box
is-
now? Okay.
He's in the bag.
Or the box.
Oh, the bag. Okay.
He's in one of our
We have
other
s-
storage things.
Yeah, we have so many storage things.
The bag, the hole, the box.
How many bodies?
How many? Bo-
Okay, so yeah, that's your action. You're like, I'm not damned, I promise. After she saw you sizzle in the daylight. Cool. You're in the hole. So
My
you're
cleric friend said that I'm not damned.
From the apostate cleric.
blessed. Isn't that proof? Cool. So that's your turn then?
Yep.
So thematically for me to go would be like the sun finally hits me, and that's when I go fire frenzy.
so hard. Oh my god.
That's when your fire frenzy truly takes over.
That's when it triggered.
She's going to use her last
You- you-
legendary
Ray
action.
comes at me.
It's not her turn next, is it?
No, it's them.
No.
Or
Yeah,
Trisheni,
Trisheni's-
Michael.
Okay, she's going to use her last legendary action for this turn to. Log, you're the only one that sees her actively do this. I guess Shade too, even though she's stunned because she can just see what's happening. The rest of you only see these things as they exit the orb of darkness. She reaches into like a belt, loop, pouch, you're not sure, just into one of her sashes and pulls out something in her hand that she's holding that appears to be twinkling and shining between her fingers. And like in a fan, just throws out in a radius about like 120 degree radius, which I guess is
It's much further.
yeah. I mean, it's not. These aren't trying to hit anybody. It's like they're hitting the sand, but it's spread pretty much across this area because it's 120 degrees. So it's about pretty much where Moonchild to throw Thraz is for all intents and purposes. These tiny little twinkling blue gemstones or like little glass, you're not quite sure. One does land like right at your feet, and the others land very close to almost everybody. Like there's one for each of you, for apparently where they are. You look at them. The rest of you are kind of surprised because something just came out and you're like, you're not sure what's happening. Something projectile came your way. Log saw her do it, and it has a little bit better of a view of what's going on. You don't see one land before Shade, but you do see one get tossed behind Shade. They look like these tiny little glass teardrops that are then appear to like sink into the sand a little bit, and there's like kind of this blue smoke or fog or steam that comes out of them, and the steam appears to like gestalt space as if you were holding an incense and the smoke went against your face, but you were invisible, like kind of showing the absence or the space that your face would take up. It shows the face of some type of humanoid with like a stern face. Nothing, it's very, very nondescript, but it is stern. It looks strong, androgynous, no very specific, and then eventually passes that and then fades away. And emerging from this spot where these these glass or crystal teardrops sat or burrowed themselves appears to be like an ethereal, just out of the ether of space, just begins to fade in an ethereal, like humanoid that stands there like this, ready for each one of you. And so they're basically, I can use one of your invisible dudes to help out with this.
So I found one over here earlier.
And I mean, I don't really have enough of these, so we'll just say this water elemental is one of them because they're kind of blue, dude. Here's some more invisible dudes.
If you want to pass that.
You're pumping me for information.
No, I'm thinking, like,
Yeah,
Here's
I don't know.
one.
do you actually know what these are? Okay.
She has an idea. Is what they are, yeah. I think here's one.
I know, but it
I
might still
think
be
I
a.
have one.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll just use another version of the more he ride. Okay, that's everybody. It's Moonchild does not get one. She purposely did not do that. But Shade has one behind her. It's kind of, I don't want to use a little flying.
Yeah, then give.
I know I haven't
Just use the
Oh, you know what?
Bear.
I'm gonna use Cole.
Hey, I know that fucker.
Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Because that's funny.
memories.
Cool. That's her legendary action, and you're up.
Cole suddenly appears in the field. That's even more
There's this like blank stoic expression on all these people. You can only see like where the ridges and the hard angles of the faces because it's kind of ghostly and ethereal. No like eyeballs, everything, just where the ridges, where the eyes would be, and just kind of stoic.
Can I try to like do an Arcana check to understand what's going on here? It landed right at
Sure.
my feet.
Sure. Arcana, you said? You could I'll give you a choice.
That's-
Arcana or history.
They're both the same. I'll do history. Why not?
Okay, cool.
Why not? 12. I've been
12.
rolling really well today.
This is startling. The best you can discern is all of these do look like they are, from their silhouettes and their ghostly appearance, seem to be adorned in monastic robes.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, look like spirits, perhaps, of some type. Maybe spirits of
Well, because
monastic
we've seen
beings.
ghosts before.
Yeah,
So
like this probably somehow related to ghosts, maybe.
yeah.
They don't seem like as
Yeah.
ghosts, you know. But I really wanted to save that, but
I know. As I pluck one of my gray hairs from at the top of my head as a bonus action, and I'm still dancing. I just try to do it like very surreptitiously, casting Shadow Blade as a backup. Start talking. Again, why are you continuing? I can see you're not trying to hurt everybody. Can we please talk? And your friends, a little scared. I don't want to do anything to them. Why are you doing this? We're all good. Promise.
can I make you talk to yourself?
Sure.
You would say, this isn't about you, just stay out of the way, and you will be safe.
This isn't about you. Stay out of the way, and you will be safe.
You hear that disembodied voice from the darkness. You haven't gotten hit yet, have you? Darkness isn't concentration, is it?
It is, but I
you
haven't
haven't
hit
got it yet?
But I haven't got it yet.
Good to know. It's not really bugging her too much. It's a little inconvenient. But I think she's about to do something about it. But yeah. All right.
That's my turn. I don't want to move, but I've used my bonus action with the perception stuff, and yeah.
I mean, you could have an action.
The action was checking that.
No, that's fine.
I
Checking the what? Or like
Arcana check.
the
No, you can
history.
do something.
I don't.
You're not
doesn't
being
want-
like
he doesn't
actively
want
harried.
to.
Oh, okay. You want to
Yeah.
just chill?
Yeah, I want to see like.
That's fine.
I don't.
Do you want to take like the dodge action to make attacks be a disadvantage to you? Something like that. Just be ready.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. You don't have to. I just was curious.
No, as a very glass candy wizard. Yes, that sounds great. So.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
You've got like cleric right next to you.
I know, but you're
That
a little
is
fiery.
a piece of fire.
I'm gonna do
No,
something.
no, I can't. Hear.
Okay.
next
Who's next?
for you.
That would be me.
Meckel,
I don't
the
have
more he rises on deck.
I don't have the same passion for being nice as she does. So I will once again play the lullaby backward at the bad guy. So I need a wisdom save.
Yeah, you got it.
I feel like this is escalating.
Such a clutch thing to do. I'm so mad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a 19.
Okay, so she'll get half this.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled better than last time.
She has really good wisdom.
16, so she'll get 8.
Okay.
A monk has good wisdom? I never would have guessed that.
Crazy.
Let me just do some quick math.
I have to use my.
And I will back away from the thing.
Okay. You got it.
Does it do anything as I back away?
No.
Okay.
It's not its turn.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't provoke?
No.
Okay. I will
It
then
does not attack you.
nonchalantly walk over to Argus. And as I'm doing so,
you backing straight away, or are you backing towards Argus?
I will start going, and if the thing doesn't look like it's gonna attack me, I'm just walking over to Argus. And
Okay.
as I do so, I pull my unlit torch out of my backpack.
Okay. Okay, cool. What it will do, as just part of what the nature of this ability is that it will, as you move in a direction, it will interpose between you and her.
Okay.
Are you going to stand between the other two and go, like, are you going to go around?
Yeah, I'll get as close to Argus as I
Okay,
can.
so you're going to go around these people.
Yeah.
There you go. And then this thing will interpose itself. Stay at the same
Okay.
radius, but...
And then I'll just kind of like, I can't light it as an action, but I am gonna put the torch out towards.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you light it.
Yeah,
It literally lights.
Because all you have to do is do this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let you light it. Yeah, you got it.
It will ignite on me.
Okay.
You're like, thanks, bud. Thank you. Thank you, my lord. Okay. that it then?
Yeah, that's
you got it. Cool. Do you want to inspire anybody, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Morhe's turn.
Aha! Here we go. All right. Gets all her stuff back. She's gonna roll to see if she recharges. She's not. Okay. Yeah. You're not in it. You're not resisting, and it is an object now. So she could just grab it and move it at half speed. There's no resistance.
Correct.
And at the moment, Shade is still stunned, so no attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
So she's gonna grab it, and she's gonna pull it out of the darkness. As much as her half of her movement will bring her, so 5, 10,
7,
25,
35.
35, so about there, yeah. And she's gonna. You're not in anymore, but she doesn't know that.
My voice is still coming out of it.
Because you left the hole open?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the hole would
Hole
fall
left.
in. There's no way the hole would be open, and like, there's no flat surface for it to
Okay.
lay on in there. Unless you put it on the seat, but do you have a bucket seat, or is it more like a bicycle seat? I don't. It doesn't make any sense. So,
It's not flat enough to still be active.
she's gonna just try to tear it apart, because, yeah, she's just gonna try to tear it apart.
I've just got a picture of the.
I'm just trying to think about the mechanic of how I want to do this. I think it has a let's say it has a damage resistance of 20,
Okay.
right? And she has to do over 20 damage, and it has like 30 hit points. And if she can, so basically, if she can do like 40 points of damage, she can like, or like has 40 hit points. But if she can get 2 good hits to do enough damage on it, she can tear it open.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Seems fair.
Except drag was her action, so she can only use.
Drag
4
was
blows.
part of her movement. So
Drag's an action.
Yeah.
It's a forced movement
It's
of
basically
another
a
object.
grapple and then a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of an object.
Anything. You can't just hold something.
So
and
object
move.
interaction, pick up, move.
I mean, it's a
something
big,
that's heavy.
It's a huge construct.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's usually like grapple is against a creature because there's a chance to.
Right, I said like a grapple.
I mean, I guess, sure. Yeah, if you're not calling it.
It's okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's take a look. Or you know what? We know how we resolve these things. We roll the dice.
Yeah.
Does it cost her action or bonus action to pick it
It cost
up?
her half of her movement to move because it's so fucking heavy.
Yeah, but that's because it's heavy. That's not because she has to pick it up and move.
Right. She's also very strong and like all that other shit. So it's basically if you were like a big old half orc and you were picking up a crate, if you were like or like a keg or a barrel and you were like, I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna bring the barrel with me. I'm saying, okay, you could bring the barrel with you, but it's gonna cost half of your movement. It'd be silly to also cost you your action.
Okay.
But it is big. It's very big. It's very bigger than her, but it also is extremely lightweight because we talked about how the type of material it's made out of. It's for relatively for its size. So yeah, let's leave it to. We'll leave it to a roll. It's really good at this.
To see if she can blindly get a good hold on it.
Yeah, I mean it's lattice, so it's really easy to do that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's say that. You know what? So let's not make it. Let's make a luck roll. Let's make it a roll for her because.
Like a dex.
Yeah. Let's just make it a straight dex roll. No proficiency modifiers. None of that stuff. Let's see what's happening. She does have a +5 to dex, obviously, because she's a monk. So it's just going to be this +5. Let's say she has to beat like a 13 or something. So she has to roll an 8 or higher. Does that sound fair enough? Cool. Any objections?
Nope.
No.
Cool. It's exactly an 8. I swear to God. I'm going to take a picture of it right now.
You don't have to do that.
I know, but I'm happy about it. So she's going to pull you out.
Yep.
She's going
And then
to...
wail
Well,
on
you're
it.
not in there anymore, so why do you give a fuck?
Wail on it.
Because he's trying to hide for as long as he can.
At advantage now.
Technically, well, yeah.
Because we're not in darkness anymore, so just at advantage.
Oh, it's a hit. It's 15 points, so that's not enough. It's a hit. So was it? It doesn't matter. It's 15. It has to be on. Oops. Cough. That's 10. That's exactly 20 damage. So she got one hit on it. She's flurry blow. She has 2 more chances. She has to do another hit.
Okay.
Dances.
Yeah.
Or another, like, proper amount of damage. Okay, so then you get 2. That's not enough. So try one more. Well, she has 2.
Because her hair blade.
Yep. That's not enough. That's one more. So that's gonna do it. So, but that's the end of it. She can't do any more.
Wails on it, the latch pops open.
Yeah, she pretty much like has crunched things where there's just no more tension and it just kind of
And it's
flops
empty.
open. And there's like a tear down the side in one of the seams, and
It's empty.
it's empty. And so she used her whole turn to do that, and it's empty. And she's like, she looks a little confused for a moment. She does look inside because she's not stupid and she knows how these things work.
Darkness inside.
Well, it's
still-
open now.
But it's still
There's magical
dark.
darkness
Yeah, there's
inside.
magical darkness in there.
It's broken.
But it didn't
Does it
fail.
create magical darkness inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like broken. It's probably like sputtering.
You can roll a
Oh,
dice
it's
for it. if-
strobe lighting.
Yeah, it's like strobe lighting magical darkness. Black, fully shadow lighting. Cool. Looks in there, tries to like just see if there's any mist or anything otherwise, or ash or whatever. There's not a lot to look at. So as far as that type of thing, so doesn't see anything. Looks a little frustrated. Turns to the rest of you. Does make a fighting stance towards probably where Shade is, because they want to be prepped, but definitely looks like they're not looking at you but turning their head as if they're talking to you and saying, where is the damned one? Or where is the damned one, or however you say it.
Where is the damned one?
Frustrated in a frustrated manner. Yeah, that's what they say. They look quite a bit more angrier and frustrated than before.
Meckel slowly raises his hand.
Me? Me frustrate people?
Raises an eyebrow.
Not you.
So stun wears off.
Yeah, so it
Yeah,
shades
stun
up,
wears
stun
I mean,
wears
there's
off.
nothing else she can do. She's out of stuff, but
Yep.
she'll get her legendary stuff back. But that's about it.
So then it shades turn.
It's Shade's turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Yo, Shade. Shade literally just bamps and appears right behind her, and she says, "Right fucking here," and she just brings down her scythe on the collarbone, or tries to. Well, she says, "Right fucking here," because she has that.
British posh. Yeah.
That's not enough. Fuck, she misses
Bless.
the first one. Right, bless. Shit. That's enough. Okay, so that first one's gonna hit. The second one will not. However, I'm just gonna roll them all. And the third one will. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm gonna throw a motivator die so she can make another
Do another one.
attack.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Since I'm no longer stunned too, and I can use that reaction.
Not even bless is gonna help that miss. So,
Alright.
so that's 3 hits.
Bless this mess.
It's one of those HGTV shows. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Those extra attacks just are not hitting today.
She teleported, so the spirit can't do anything. Fuck. Shit. All right, here's not. The More Rise not looking good.
I will say to like send that over to her. It's like the magic, like the energy, like spider glasses across the sand over to.
Oh, dope! Like Lichtenberg.
yeah, exactly.
Awesome, cool. I like to think it goes into the darkness orb. This
Yeah, yeah,
and then
you
just
see- you-
comes out much wider on the other side. That's really cool. Cool. That is all of her attacks and her bonus action. She can't do anything else. Who's next?
Log and Argus is on deck.
So he says she's not looking good, right?
She's not looking good. No. Shade has fucked her up. Also, it hasn't been as far because you're the one that could see everything that was happening. Hasn't been focusing very much on Shade. Really, just trying to get everybody out of the way and focusing on the damned one.
But I don't necessarily know that he went in the hole necessarily from where I'm at, right?
No, but it doesn't look like she found him in that thing after she tore it apart.
So I'm going to this will drop the darkness. I'm going to telekinesis whir 30 feet up in the air.
Okay.
Because it's an object.
It's an object,
Yeah.
and I can lift 1,000 pounds.
Are you gonna leave it up there? Or what are you
Yeah,
doing?
no, I'm keeping it out of their reach.
I will give you an air high five on that one.
Just this metal marionette just hanging.
Yep,
Okay.
30 feet straight up.
You can now
I'm
drop
not
the heavy
hitting
marionette on there.
I could.
It's fine. It's 30 feet up in the air. I don't want to get.
Yeah, so like I said, that'll drop the darkness.
Right, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. So a bunch of cool glass all over the battlefield.
Is now 30 feet in the air.
Oh, fuck. Wonderful.
There is a point
No, I'm
where
controlling it.
Oh, that.
So the non-sarcastic version of what you said.
No, it's still the sarcastic version. 'Cause Logs in
passive
control of
perception
it.
boy over here does notice that some of the guards on the walls of Fort Yeda have noticed that there's a scuffle now that is occurring here. They do have weapons drawn, but nobody's firing because as long as the attack isn't effectively affecting them, why would they waste any energy? But
If we want to
it
fight
can be
outside
assumed
the
that
walls,
everyone here has been spotted and seen now.
Well,
I'm
except
not
for
informed.
Zemdek, he's never left the.
That's true.
See, you owe me.
Moonchild will get up and she'll get next to me where the ghosty guy is and just prepare to defend me if they do something.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. That's the end of your turn. Shit, she doesn't want to. Shit. Okay. I am at a loss.
She's a monk. They can jump.
30 feet straight up?
But it's empty.
No, it's a monk.
She doesn't care about it anymore.
There's no walls to jump around, to
Yeah.
bounce off
wait,
of.
wait. I do have a question. Since he's up in the air and the portable hole is loose, is it now floating somewhere
I was
down?
gonna be like,
What's
ooh,
the
maybe.
orientation of where?
I was gonna like, ooh,
I
maybe
may
roll
have
it.
just lifted him straight up.
Yeah, but I was assuming that you were smart enough to just lift it like a marionette rather than that, because if you lifted it by the belt, it could fall out and everything. But I was
shake
like,
him.
that's fine. I didn't want to make a big issue out of it. Because I assume you want it to stay inside the thing rather than fall
Well, I mean,
out.
so it just would have, like, in its orientation, it would just would have lifted
Oh,
straight
so
up.
then it was laying down, so it very well could have fallen out.
well,
You would have no idea what's in there.
Well, yeah, I don't know, like, where the hole itself is. I'm just lifting.
they don't know that I did this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
that's
I'm
true.
just,
So there
I'm
would
just
be no
getting,
reason-
I'm just getting we're out of her reach.
Adam, roll a luck check for me. See if the portable hole flops out of the open
13.
13. It gets you see it like flop out and then get snagged on one of the like sharp metal bits, so it's just hanging from this. It's what. So this is open. So the hole is like partially open now because it's hanging from this, and it's like spinning back and forth. And every once in a while, it does like show the sun. And you're like ah, ah! Try to avoid the sunlight. You're all like okay mechanically, but you're basically like
You're
anti-raving.
picking up one of those
in
shields in
there.
there and like
Yeah.
Hiding behind
Yeah.
all of the.
And you also notice that you're like up in the air. You're like, what the fuck is going on out there? So yeah,
you know it's locked.
probably.
Slog.
So
I mean, I could totally see Log like make it like rave in the air.
yeah, she's just gonna go full tilt boogie on Shade.
It's not her.
Yeah, it's not her turn.
It's not her turn? I thought you
No.
said it was her turn.
Nope.
No.
I'm sorry, whose turn is it?
Argus.
Argus'
After I
turn.
go, then it's Argus.
Oh, I'm
You were
sorry. You were waiting
figuring
for
out
me
if
to.
you were doing
If I,
legendary
no,
actions.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah, not yet. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm my mistake. I'm sorry. I thought it
Argus,
was her
Go
turn.
get her.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna do a no god, no kings to disable all items, abilities that have religion around me to see if any of these little crystals are tied.
to a divinity-based magic.
Okay.
Goes
What's the radius?
30 feet from me.
30 feet from you. Okay. I'm gonna give you this. You do feel something when the wave passes through these things, like in the instant moment that it does, that there is something very, very similar to where the origin of the powers of this thing as to the origin of powers of you. Like they seem to both be rooted in the primordial.
Yeah.
This one perhaps less than like a direct, like perhaps personification of an elemental or deific. What you're getting is from the sense of that, and more of just the like culture and the yeah, just the culture of that like ancient primordial and keeping history and those types of things, and the faith in those that existed before. So it's on the line. I will give you this: you can force it to affect these things, but it's also going to affect you if you want to like break the glass ceiling with it. Like if you want to really break the limits of this and push it through, you can, but it's going to affect you too.
As in feeling it breaking me, or just for this?
As feeling as like
I
nullifying
can't
all
be
of
able
your
to do
shit
any of
too.
my crap.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Cool. So
I
you
can't cast any more.
you get
religious
doused.
Magic.
You can't cast any more magic. Yeah. For
Does it kill my fire frenzy?
Yeah. You get doused.
That's a good thing to know in case.
And 30 feet, you said?
Yep.
Oh my god, you put out a fire.
No,
my fire.
it's actually technically still here. My
No,
phone.
no, no.
Set for this one over by
Those are two fires.
It
Oh.
centers on me, so I
You
can
may
walk
think
towards
so.
it.
They're connected.
And
It's everyone but this one. On
That's
the
not how.
yeah, no,
his
but I
is
meant I still have my
emanating.
movement, and it stays with me as I walk
Are you trying to move in that direction?
to disable all of them. Yeah.
Okay, this thing, the spirit's going to try to stop you.
It can't. If I disabled it, this radius stays with me.
Are
as
you
I
moving
walk.
before you're popping it, or are you popping it?
I
and then
pop it,
moving?
and it stays with me as I move.
Oh, right. How long? For like a minute?
Till the end of my turn.
To the end of your. Fuck.
Or till my next turn. Let me reread this.
Forever.
Oh yeah, Thraz is on deck.
Let's see. Oh, you're no longer stunned, by the way.
Until
I
the
was
end
gonna-
of
I was gonna
your
mention that
turn.
when it came to his turn.
What's up?
Until the end of your turn.
So
Okay,
for
yeah,
the
so you
duration
could
of his
move-
turn.
Yeah, you pop it and you get rid of it, and you can like move over there, and all of them disappear. Yep. But you can no longer like you don't have access to any of your magic anymore.
Yep.
For
My turn.
your turn. Yeah.
You can take his
To say it suspends or it stops.
Um.
'Cause I remember doing.
ends
Yeah,
the
Yeah, you miss that guy.
I'm sorry.
and also his Fiero sombrero.
Yeah.
It creates an area of non-interference that remains centered.
It's like an
on you and
anti-magic
affects
shell, but for
all
demand.
of your yeah.
That's something
Until the
you
end of
can
your
do
next turn.
Fiero's not really fire, but
know.
End of
it
your
sounds
next
good.
turn.
You know it does.
Oh, until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, until the end of your next turn.
Not
so,
this
turn.
so not this turn, next turn. For yeah, they're temporary.
This is
suspended.
wonky. I don't want you to set the precedent for this because this is super wonky, and we're
Yeah.
bending a bunch of rules here. Because technically, if it's something that somebody's concentrating on and you pass and it's no longer in you, it would like reassert itself. But this is
It's in my
you-
bubble
you
right now. Yeah.
pushed a bunch of other shit through. No, you know what I'll say is if you want to stay here to have them
Yeah.
all in your radius.
Right.
Okay.
I have
then,
to keep it there.
Yes. Then we'll just do that, so we don't have
Yeah.
to fuck with some other rules.
So
okay,
then
cool.
you guys, yeah, so that you guys can
It's all
get away
gone.
from them. But once I move, they'll come back, and after my next turn, which I can't.
Supposedly, possibly, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically.
Yep.
Unless she gets hit and then has to.
So is
take
that
her
it then? Are
consequences.
you done, or
Yeah, I can't do anything else. I don't have any other.
all your shit's magic? You can throw shit at somebody.
I take out my magical weapon that is not divine.
I mean,
that you've never used in the entire
No,
campaign.
he used it to tell time.
And I'll look at it and I'll be like, hey, it's a mace.
Use the magic weapon that I gave you to tell time.
That is
is it day or is it night?
Yeah, that's how we used it to tell time. Yeah.
Might be day.
Just maybe.
Thraza, you're up, I guess. Yeah.
Thras is gonna stand up, and then
My point is to let you guys get there.
since we don't have the damned one anymore, can we please talk? As Thras is
Everybody
aiming
move.
down
Aiming down what?
his crossbow.
Okay. Cool.
Is he gonna stand up?
Oh, I said he stayed up.
Okay. Yep.
I suggest you
Please
move.
stand up.
Does the bless go away?
The what go away?
The bless from Argus.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, all his shit stops.
Because I had to break it. Otherwise, my normal ones wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's because I had to do anti-primordial.
Yeah, it had to be more of like a precision attack, and it kind of broke through the thing that protected you too.
I break out
Start
of things.
walking towards her.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was
You gonna start walking towards her?
Yep, I'll use the rest of my movement. 15 feet.
He likes to just break
Um,
things.
I'm not going to attack this time because I'm trying to talk down. I'm trying to calm things down. But I will use my. I'm gonna use my bonus action to get some health back.
Okay.
Didn't get anything back, but
Are you holding your shot?
yeah, I'm gonna hold my shot until she does something aggressive, and then I'll take a shot.
For
Noelle, it's I have to get. What would Kira do? Would she,
I mean-
if it helps to give you some options, would she
I don't know the extent of why she's here.
to get rid of
Kill
him?
vampires.
To
Get rid
kill
of
the
him.
evil one.
Dorken and
one.
Rye is like some of the exact opposite of
Yeah.
like, the antithesis of what she is. So also to get rid of that if she can, but
that's not right.
whereas the Dorken and Rye may persist and err on the side of eliminating the target, the Morhi Rye would be on the side of subduing the target and then getting away.
Preserving life, yeah.
Preserving life, but if it means if preserving life means more to also subduing and eliminating a Dorken and Rye, then so be it. She's not looking good. She has 140 hit points out of 164. Gone. So she.
I was going to say, that doesn't
was like,
sound
that
I'm like, that sounds like she's doing pretty good.
Sorry.
She has 24 left.
She has 24 left. Yes, I'm sorry. She's badly hurt. She has a couple options in her pocket. I don't think she really desires to hurt any of these people. They're just kind of in the way, which is why she's been pushing them away.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. If the Dorken and Rye gets destroyed in the process, then so be it.
I think at this point, given that she's so low and like honestly, there's no, unless there's somebody waiting in the wings, there's nobody else to like bring her back. She has to live on, and I know that her spirit would pass on to the next thing, but she's needed now. So she would not necessarily continue fighting. She will be ready to defend herself against the Doker cannon, but the target. This is stupid at this point, and these people are clearly they're trying to make some sort of case. Maybe they haven't been. Yeah, not
Okay.
well, but
Okay, so
We're not very convincing.
no.
is she fleeing?
We're trying not to hurt you.
Is she fleeing?
No, she's not fleeing. She's still going to stand her ground, but
She is
Like taking the
badly,
dodge
badly
action.
hurt.
yeah, I think dodging or like trying to get more in the center so she could make a beeline if she absolutely needed to.
She has a way where she can get out of here fast that is non-conventional. Like she has something similar to teleportation where she could just get out of here. It takes a second, but she can get out. It doesn't take that long. It's quite quick, but if she needs to like flee like over long distances very, very fast, she can. If that's what you mean. Is she trying to get away and survive, or is she trying to fight on?
She's not trying to fight on. She's trying to.
Her prey's missing.
Huh?
Her prey is missing.
Yeah, she's like, it doesn't make sense for her necessarily to fight on. It's more so she's now going to defend herself from the door cannon.
Okay.
And try to get away and not be combative necessarily towards.
Does she want to? Okay, so my question
she
is:
try to ask
is she trying to
questions?
stay here, or is she trying to leave?
She's trying to
She can run from the dark.
She's trying to ask questions. or
ask.
she-
Yeah, she's trying to. What I'd like her to do,
Sure,
if possible,
sure.
is move away from the door cannon rye. I know that's provoking opportunity attack.
Not with
Right.
the shit she has, but sure,
Yeah,
go ahead.
unless she does that sort of stuff. Get more in the center so she has a point of egress. Ask questions. Be ready for any shit that the door cannon goes.
Got it.
But get the fuck out if she,
She
needs
is leaving
to. She wants to.
a
yeah.
fleeting opportunity for conversation before she
Yeah.
she
Pieces.
TFOs.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay. She's going to use a legendary action to do another step with the mountain to just be sure-footed, which is no attacks of opportunity and just
Bamf away, sort of.
no chance of being knocked over. Difficult terrain doesn't mean anything to her, and she just gets to move her movement in a particular way. So she said you want to move in the center?
Yeah.
That's where she's going to go. And that's her legendary action. So
Cool.
who's next?
Me.
You got it.
And then
I don't do
Trishan's on
anything.
deck.
You dodged the sun from the spinning. Cool.
And I heal.
Yep. Well, you've been roll dex save just for funsies because you're healing. Let's see if you get some hit by some sun rays. It's not hard, but
19.
you're fine. Who's next?
Trisheni.
Yep.
And then Meckel's on deck.
She has that thing where like you can tell like one of her arms that's not holding her other stuff is mostly limp, and she's got that like blood down from the crown where her eye is closed, but she looks like
She's
she
still
could
ready.
she could still punch just as hard.
I'm going to walk slowly towards her.
See her eye you.
I mean, we were the ones to damn him. Why are you coming after him? Why are you doing this? I don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt anybody here. I know you're bleeding and stuff. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
We hurt you, but we don't want
We
to
don't
hurt
want
you.
to.
We didn't want to.
He was damned to come back and do more good here, not to be the plaything of something else. Why are you here?
Roll a persuasion check at advantage. The vision of what was once a fire being doused, this teary plea, nobody else being entirely hostile, except for Shade. Her prey now nowhere within sight.
Oh, yeah, she's not beating the crap out of the mechanical.
Log, I have a question. Do you look
thing.
angry
So Thraz
or
is
upset
trying to kill her.
or anything like that?
Uh,
And does Moonchild look
I have such a
like tense and like this is an enemy, or
Well, I think once I saw that the ghostly people weren't just automatically attacking us when we moved around, that made me probably kind of ease up a little bit, and then Moonchild would probably read off of that.
okay.
And since now she's far
Ready.
enough away,
Ready, but not necessarily.
right? Just like we're still on standby, and I'm still concentrating on keeping Whir away from her.
Okay.
So I still know she was after that and attacking it.
Yeah.
And as last I know,
Okay.
Boots was still inside of
I
there, so
wasn't-
I'm just still on guard, but I'm not like looking at her like I don't know, not angry, I guess.
You're not. Yeah, you're
Are
saying
you rolling anything else besides advantage?
you're not hostile, but you're cautious.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important. Does Moonchild reflect that feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just inspiration.
I look
Works.
hostile.
What'd you get
if it
with your
matters.
persuasion? check?
So my persuasion
no, I
was
don't like this.
a 2 and a 3 on the die. So I'm now going to burn a world inspiration to.
Okay.
Because this is so weird that why would the Morhirai really be coming here out of all the places in the world with all the shit that's been happening? Nat 20.
Perfect timing.
I'm not. You can verify.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the best.
If not, I have another question.
That was the best
because-
world inspiration ever.
That is so amazing. So, the Morhirai, from that like horseback stance where the knees are bent and the center of gravity is low, and they move down and their arm is dangling, and you could see the slashes from the scythe there, and blood dripping onto the sand, and blood coming down from the crown and going into the eye. Puts the legs closer together and stands taller and less of a ready stance. Takes a deep breath, looks at you, quickly looks behind them at Shade, and Shade just like has her hands that writhe onto the handle of the scythe, with that type of like flesh and leather binding, friction, feeling, and sound. And just takes a quick gaze at the rest of you. Does this like type of. And the last thing they do is look at Moonchild. And they see Moonchild do the whole like head cock thing, just confused and just not sure what to think. And you see her hang her head for the moment. She takes one of her hand, the only hand that's working, and she seems to like have it behind the small of her back. But you can see that her right side is sloughed a little bit to the side as she stands up, and she says, "Then why? And why are you with a Dokenin? Stay there."
Ex-Dorkennen. Sorry to out you, Shade.
It's a living. Well, not really, but
We try to keep you living.
She has no desire to work with her former associates. And actually work against them.
turns, looks at you, looks at her, looks back at Moonchild. Takes another deep breath, takes her hand out from her back in a very quick movement, puts her hands out, and you see these beams, blue beams of like strands of light that kind of curl and threads come back from where they were embedded in the soil. As a bunch of these tiny little teardrops go back into her palm, and she grabs them and seems to shove them into her sash.
Are we out of turn order?
If you want to be.
So,
But
a
she's
minute.
going to say one more thing.
After a minute, the whole thing with were
Yeah, I'll do
Reforms.
something.
We're going to get there in a
after,
second.
yeah.
We're going to get there in a second. She does that, and then the last thing, one of the things she says, which one of you is a healer? And that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in a little bit, guys. Stay tuned.
Notice
And as
me
always,
heal?
stay safe out there.
And then I turn to fight.